point. Put down the slot by Dillon, blockered away. Good work by Howden in the middle. Now comes Chandler Stevenson. Using the right wing, he gets it in. Everybody else changing. Opening minute here in Winnipeg. No score and no shots on goal for either side. The Knights and Jets in Game 3. Theodore is still now. We've got a scrap. Colasar drops the mitts. Play is halted. Colasar drops the gloves with Brendan Dillon. 78th career playoff game for Brendan Dillon. Colasar's helmet pops off on a jab by Dillon. Dillon coming with right crosses, got him on the shoulder. Colasar trying to get his left, and now an uppercut from Colasar. The helmet of Colasar still rattling near his chin. And now a cross from Colasar got Dillon on the chin. They're locked up a little tighter. Colasar trying to shake free. The linesmen jump in. A fight between Colasar and Dillon in the opening minute of Game 3.
Lowry and Colasar collided, and Colasar blew up Lowry, and Dillon immediately came in to the defense of Lowry, and that's how that all got started.
It goes even back further, Gary, because Lowry was all over Stone in the opening seconds of the game, and I presume that's what led to Colasar going after Lowry. Here's the announcement from the official.
I guess number 55. Winnipeg number 5. 5 minutes each fighting.
That is the voice of Eric Furlan. He works with Trevor Hansen. Linesmen today, Steve Barton and James Tobias.
Yeah, Colasar, that helmet, it got stuck, and it really got in his way. Every time he tried to throw a punch, his own helmet was getting into his way. Call that a draw, Dan. Both guys threw a lot of bombs. Not a lot of damage either way. Colasar looked at his bench and took his fists and sort of did the Incredible Hulk thing to his linemate, to his teammates, saying, let's get going.
Colasar, the Winnipeg native, and the franchise leader in fights. It was a former Golden Knights tough guy who has one of the biggest moments in franchise history in this building. Ryan Reeves scored the conference-clinching goal, Game 5 in 2018. Jets come in, put through the slot by Niederreiter, untouched to the left wall. Knights in white, Jets in their dark blues. It's a whiteout here with all the fans in white sweaters and t-shirts, but the players are wearing all blue. Theodore, a little trouble coming out of his own zone. Kessel finds it, put it ahead into the skates of Smith. It's an offside play. Deflected puck, and the Knights will have a neutral zone draw. Minute 15 into the game. Still no shots on goal.
Phil's flying around out there early. He's got some juice for this one.
2 assists last game. Today, his 99th career Stanley Cup playoffs game. Knights leader Pietrangelo at 114 today. Martinez at 106.
First Cassidy throws the Eichel line out, and Rick Bowness counters with his top line. Dubois, Scheifele, and Connor against Eichel, Amadio, Marchessault.
Eichel was kicked out of the draw. Amadio instead wins it against Scheifele, who had gone in and replacing Dubois. Knights dump it in. Jets started right back out off the stick. It comes through center near his side. Haig hustling back. Haig in behind his own goal, uses the boards to drop it off for Zach Whitecloud. Forward to Jack Eichel. One hands it along to Marchessault. Floats it left. Amadio into the zone. Down toward the left corner. Amadio, the righty, checked against the wall behind the net by Dylan DeMello. Referee goes down. A centering pass. It was knocked loose. Turnaround shot. Wide from Marchessault. Rebound from Whitecloud. Fired over the goal. It deflects out of play.
No shots on goal, but 2 quick attempts there for Vegas. Interesting to see Bruce Cassidy not interested. He just told Dan this in the pregame interview. The matchup stuff doesn't really bother him. He trusts all 4 of his lines and all 6 of his D. And with the last change, Rick Bowness will be able to have some kind of impact in that regard for his benefit. But Cassidy's not interested in playing that game.
4th line is on for the Knights. Watt without Colasar. It's Riley Smith in that spot, plus Ivan Barbashev. Jets win the draw in their own zone. In terms of the availability, probably take that trade, Gary. Colasar, 4th line winger versus Brendan Dillon, who's a second pair D-man. And a veteran, of course. Second career playoff fight for Dillon, first for Colasar. Manalainen tried to keep it in the zone. He was unable to land a clean check down in the corner. Puck goes in behind the Knights net again. Here's Martinez. Shoves it behind his goal for Pietrangelo. He sidesteps a check from Manalainen. Jets prevent the Knights from clearing the zone. Manalainen right corner. Bumped by Pietrangelo. Barbashev knocks it free. Pietrangelo up the wall. He's got Waugh. Steers it right wing. Martinez, the lefty up to the red, dumps it in. Both sides changing. 2.5 minutes into the game. 0-0 tie. Jets recover the puck. Here's Dylan Sandberg. The defenseman clears the zone. Off Barron's stick, and Shea Theodore takes it. He was stick checked by Lowry. Did get the puck to center. 2-on-2. Stevenson scores! Top right corner. Knights take a 1-0 lead in the opening 3 minutes. A late developing 2-on-2.
Mark Stone makes the play on the wall into the middle to Stevenson, and the middle lane drive from Howden. Howden is barreling down. He's ahead. He's got one step on the D on that side. So Hellebuyck has to give respect to Howden, and Stevenson says, I'm just going to rip it. And what a shot.
Chandler Stevenson had 5 goals in 66 playoff games prior to this year. He's now got 2 goals in 3 games. Knights dump it in. Down into the right corner. Stevenson. Meanwhile, there's a tie-up in the Jets' crease. Goaltender now shoves the player in front, who is Brett Howden. He was locked up with DeMello. As the Jets carry it in, they lose it inside the line. McNabb hands it off to Stone. Cross to the right for Theodore. Coming back deeper into his own end. Sneaks it up the middle of the ice to the center logo. Howden has to curl backwards. Hands it off to McNabb. And now further back, Theodore. Another forward pass, tipped in by Marchessault. Right corner, Marchessault digs in. Checked off by DeMello. Pulled away by Vlad Nemesnikov. The lefty starts up the middle of the ice. Cuts through the center logo. Hands it left for Connor. Connor dumps it in left side into the shift. Nemesnikov lends a check on the end boards, hitting Nick Hague. Played out by Whitecloud. He took a hit. Sandberg cut it off. Jets back in. Left side, Niederreiter fed the middle. A deflected puck floats into the right corner. Nemesnikov out high. A Pionk drive collision, and a loose puck trickles wide. Brossoit ended up on his rear end. Penalty coming. Interference call. It appears to be coming against the Knights.
Call Whitecloud for interference here, Dan. I don't know how.
Let's hear the announcement.
Yeah.
Vegas number 2 has a minor penalty. Interference.
Just watching the replay, it looks like one of the Jets collides. Yeah, I guess there's 3 guys. It's a bit of a pileup. Bruce Cassidy doesn't get it. He thinks that Stanley went through the crease and bumped in to Brossoit.
I think you're right, Gary.
Yeah.
I think that the skates of Stenlund made contact with Brossoit. That's what sent Stenlund down to the ice, but just as he was falling, Whitecloud gave a shove, and so he gets the interference penalty. So, power play for the Jets, trailing 1-0. Stevenson from Stone and Amadio at 2:52. But the Jets go to the power play. They have a power play goal in each of the games in this series. Adam Lowry with both of them. Puck is in behind the goal. Pietrangelo couldn't settle it down. It comes out to the left point. Kept in by Morrissey. Across to the right wing side. You got Stevenson and Waugh the forwards. Martinez and Pietrangelo, the Knights defensemen, here on the kill. Side of the net. Pietrangelo knocked it away. It goes up to the near point. Morrissey holds it in. Across to the right. Back and forth they go. Morrissey sneaks it left to Scheifele. Bottom of the left wing circle, the righty. Steers it in behind. Wheeler fakes right, now goes left. Looking at the back of the cage. Intercepted. Pietrangelo picked off the pass. Wheeler intended for Scheifele. Pietrangelo clears all the way down. Minute 20 to go on the power play for the Jets.
Boy, Vegas seems really composed right now, Dan, holding their positions.
Jets across the line, right wing. Hard pass left off Carlson's stick. Connor got it out high, though, finding Pionk. Over to the right wing side. Smith reaches into the lane, couldn't get it. Connor on the left. At the left circle, drifting down low. Quick couple of passes down low. Now it's out high again. Pionk walks to the middle. Left circle, Connor. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Backdoor. Broken up. Smith with help from McNabb. Now Connor shoots. Save Brossoit. He has the whistle. Shoving afterwards. Scheifele throws a punch. Right at Nick Hague. There's a separate scrap. Dubois down on the ice. Everybody joins in. And the sticks are on the ice. The linesmen have jumped in. Scheifele still hot at Nicholas Hague. It was Scheifele's punch that seemed to precipitate it boiling over.
Hague standing there saying, let's drop the gloves. The linesman ties up Scheifele. Scheifele really hot. Boy, I think Scheifele gets lucky there, not having to lock up with Nick Hague. But now Nick Hagan and Adam Lowry just said, let's do it. They're both going to their benches, but they're going to have their moment.
Scheifele's going to the penalty box.
Sure he is.
As is Dubois.
Yeah.
The lone Knight going to the box is William Karlsson.
Well, Winnipeg should definitely have the extra penalty here. This should scrub out the power play.
Number 71, Vegas has a minor penalty for roughing. Number 80, Winnipeg has a minor penalty for roughing. Winnipeg number 55 has 2 minutes slashing.
So right now you've got Dillon, Scheifele, and Dubois all in the one box, and then you've got Whitecloud, Colasar, and Karlsson. That's a lot of good players. There's a lot of money in that penalty box, Dan.
Of course, Dillon and Colasar from the fight in the opening minute of the game. Those penalties have not yet been released. That fight took place 49 seconds into the game. So they're just a couple of seconds away from being released, but that would have to come at a whistle. But that means that the penalty that was a power play for the Jets is negated. And you'll have some 4-on-4 hockey there for a little bit. Zach Whitecloud, the penalty in the middle of all this. Whitecloud interfered with Blake Wheeler. But again, Scheifele and Dubois for the Jets, Karlsson for the Knights. And we'll shake it out and skate 4 aside for 47 seconds, and then will be a Vegas power play, unless something else crazy happens. 1-0 Vegas leads, Gary. It's Chandler Stevenson from Mark Stone and Mike Amadio.
Yeah, the first game in this series that Vegas has taken a lead. You think about it, they went 4 periods where they basically trailed, and now the last 3, they've been in the driver's seat so far.
Yeah, they had not scored any first period goals in this series. Here's a left point shot from McNabbit's deflected in front. Marchessault keeps it alive from his belly, sticks it into the left corner. Jets take it. In the regular season, the Knights scored a few goals at 4 aside and allowed 0. Jets coming in on the left wing. Appleton kept to the outside near boards. Theodore picked him up. Now back out high for Nate Schmidt. Rink wide right for Pion. Forced out to the neutral zone by Nick Waugh. Gives it up left to Schmidt. Into the middle for Appleton. 1 against 3. He breaks and reverses backward. He almost gave it right into Jack Eichel. Jack buzzes in on the forecheck. Schmidt got the pass away. Manalainen looked out. 2 Jets nearly collided there. Carried into the zone. Stanley, back check from Eichel. Strips it loose. Puck to the far boards. Smith to his goaltender. Forward to Pietrangelo. Knights coming out. Through center they go. It's now a power play for Vegas. Left side at Stevenson. Trying to center. It was blocked. Around behind it goes. Pietrangelo gets the close quarters handoff from Smith high on the right side. Smith top of the right circle. Pietrangelo shanks the one-timer. Stevenson to the outside. They score!
Well, we've been talking about shot volume from the Golden Knights, and Pietrangelo tries to shoot it, but shanks it, and it works as a pass to the bumper. Stevenson is up high. He makes the pass out to Eichel, and Mark Stone right on top of Hellebuck there, distracting the big goalie. So, wow, 2 goals in the first period and a power play. It's like Vegas is playing the kind of hockey they played all regular season. Except for the power play goal.
The power play has not scored a goal in the postseason since round 2 of 2021. They had not done much against the Montreal Canadiens at even strength or on the power play, but none in that series, 0 for 18. And now they are 1 for 8 here in this postseason, as the Knights dump it in. They were 0 for 4 last game. That's a little bit misleading because one of their power plays was just a few seconds long. Jets now at even strength, trying to dump it in. Knights cut it off one time, but now it's Martinez. He gets decked from behind. Right in front of the official over on the far side. Stanley landed the check. Knights are in. A shot from Barbashev, saved by Hellebuck. And that's his first save of the game. 3rd shot for the Knights. Gave up goals on the previous 2. And we've got a media timeout. Well, Gary brought it up in the open. Nate Schmidt, in Vegas, you got to survive till the first media timeout. Hostile environment, the whiteout in Winnipeg. Can the Knights survive until the first media timeout? Not only do they survive, they score the game's first 2 goals. They had no first period goals in the first 2 games combined. Stevenson from Stone and Amadio. Eichel from Stevenson and Pietrangelo on the power play. We'll be right back. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the rewards program that loves it when you date night, bet the perfect parlay, lounge poolside, ooh, shiatsu, bottle service. Yeah, hit me. Shop till you drop. And then some. Earn and redeem on countless amazing experiences at MGM Resorts. This is MGM Rewards. Why be a guest when you can be a member? Visit MGMRewards.com for more. Earning and redemption limitations may apply to certain purchases in certain states.
So, Chuck, some people have the impression that payday loan companies suck. Why is that?
Because they do. Luckily, Dollar Loan Center's not a payday loan company. We're a short-term installment lender where you only pay interest for the time you have the loan out. No other fees, no surprises, and crystal clear contracts.
And how do the paycheck places work?
They cost way more, they don't lend as much, and you normally have to pay it back in 2 weeks no matter what. Look, if you have a payday loan, do yourself a favor, come see us at Dollar Loan Center. In fact, for the whole year of 2023, you can give us a shot for free.
That was Chuck, and to celebrate 25 years in business, he's offering free loans to all new customers. No fee to apply and a week of free interest. Apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com. Your first loan is free in 2023 at the DLC.
Free loan means if you pay off your loan in 1 week or less, the interest is free. You are still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by the Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet normal loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Back to Winnipeg for more Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
We're back. Knights in the offensive zone. White Cloud with Stone high on the right side. Stevenson escapes bottom of the right circle on his backhand. Turns forehand behind. Backhand again. Steers it out high, but White Cloud's carried out of the zone. He'll dump it back in. Takes the check from Lowry in the neutral zone. Knights back off. Jets and Knights changing. A couple of players on and off as the Jets dump it in. 2-0 Vegas. 12:35 to go in the opening period. Poked up the boards by Hay. Through center comes Brett Howden. Banks it in toward Marchessault. Down into the right corner. Marchessault lands a check, but the Jets control. Right to left, the Jets dump it back in. Appleton with Barrett to the corner. Picked up by Theodore. And then look at Michael falls over, but Theodore's breakout pass intercepted. Jets tagged up. Back in they come. Toward Barrett on the left. He centered off the stick. Nemesnikov crashing the net. Marchessault, former line mate of Nemesnikov in the minors, got the puck. Eichel is in and shoots. Stick save Hellebuck. Rebound left circle. Marchessault banks it out high. McNabb shoots, side of the goal, and it was off the defenseman Dylan Sandberg. Jets come back the other way. Nemesnikov, right wing. They're barely onside. Barron had to go off his skate. Left corner. Through Nemesnikov, back of the net. Handed off. Near side. Theodore to McNabb. Forward to Marchessault. Spikes it off the right wing glass. It tumbles into the Jets zone. Pulled back by Neil Pionk. So the Fighting Majors from earlier released Gary. Brendan Dillon and Keegan Colaso. They had the fight 49 seconds into the game. Jets are in the zone. Nick Watt double-teamed, uses the boards. Got it ahead to Colaso. Rink wide left to Martinez as the Knights will back off a bit. Martinez forward now to Watt. Works in. Down the left side. Watt opens up. He shoots. Save. Rebound loose. Far circle. Handled there by Gustafsson. Boy, the Knights are taking a lot more shot attempts than we had seen in the first part of this series. Jets coming in the other way. Right to left. Dubois hands it off Connor. Almost lost his balance. He was impeded by Watt. To the line. Dillon on the left. To the right, DeMello. In front. A redirect. Score! Connor gets the Jets on the board. Perfectly timed redirection. Shot from the right point. Kyle Connor flashing through the middle. Redirects it by Brossoit. And the Jets now trail 2-1. 10:53 to go in the first period. DeMello, the righty, looked towards the middle. Thought he was going to shoot it. Instead, he put it to the slot just below the hash marks. Pietrangelo was there, but he could not get in the way of the redirection. The forward, Nick Waugh, was trying to mark Connor. Connor just got enough to put it home.
The Golden Knights defenseman got pulled over. Both of them were on the left side of Brossoit, and that left some space in the middle of the ice, and Connor took advantage. DeMello really pressured. Beautiful pass.
Second goal of the series for Kyle Connor. And it's a one-goal game. Play in the neutral zone. Dubois hands it backward to DeMello. Floats it in. Gloved by White Cloud. Tripped up. He does poke it forward. Here's Kessel. The right side. Finds Carlson. Extra pass. Smith broken up by Scheifele. Hellebuck pokes the loose puck away. Jets to the neutral zone. Shoved in. Look out. Dubois locked up with Carlson in front of the Knights bench. At the Vegas goal, the puck came in front. Dubois couldn't get a teammate in front, though, to poke it in. It goes back the other way. Barron is in his own zone. Starts it ahead quickly. Dumped in on the left wing side by Sandberg. Around behind the Vegas net. McNabb lost it. Lowry played it up the wall. Dillon plays it high to low. Lowry lets it go through. Around the ring to the near side. Vegas in control. Howden up the wall. Towards the line, not out of the zone. Barron keeps it in. Down to the ice goes Appleton. Puck ends up down near the corner. Picked up by Theodore. Rink wide left. Stone delays at the red. Now swings it in. Far side. Hellebuck waits for it. Side of the net. Chops it around the boards near side. Comes to the line, and it's stick down there by Niederreiter. Knocked over hard by Stone. Jets get the puck. Dillon fires ahead, misses the target, and an icing whistle. Martinez scampering back to ensure that icing would be the call. 9:22 to go, first period. 2-1 Knights, each team with 5 shots on goal.
Winnipeg really winning the battle in the face-off circle right now. 60% to 40% in their favor, and they're leading in the hits area as well, 16-8. Vegas, of course, leading 2-1.
Chandler Stevenson won 13 out of 16 last game. One of the best single game numbers in playoff history for the Jets. After Eichel won this face-off, the Knights worked it around the perimeter, came to the left side of the net, but not in front. Got a whistle and a hand pass back at the Vegas line as Alec Martinez was spun around and knocked over. Neutral zone draw coming up. 9:07 left, first period. Golden Knights 2, Jets 1. We'll be right back. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct. I let in the sun rays, but less of the heat stays. Universal Windows Direct. I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct.
That license 77650.
With Power Shift by NV Energy, you have the power to reduce energy bills 10 to 25%. Whether that's free smart thermostat installations, free energy assessments, or free appliance upgrades for eligible customers, you have the power to save at your home or your business. Make a powerful change today and save for future generations. Make your power move at nvenergy.com/powershift.
T-Mobile keeps you connected to your Vegas Golden Knights. Whether you're cheering for your favorite player at the Fortress or watching highlights in the air with in-flight Wi-Fi on us, get coverage beyond the expected. T-Mobile keeps you connected to the hat tricks, dirty dangles, and barn burners this season. Switch to T-Mobile now and stay connected to the Knights all season long. Go, Knights, go!
Coverage not available in some areas. Select U.S. airline in-flight Wi-Fi and international roaming are available, included in qualifying plans. See T-Mobile.com/travel.
Back to more Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Golden Knights 2, Jets 1. 9:07 left in the first period. Chandler Stevenson, who today celebrates his 29th birthday, celebrated the first goal for his club today on his first shot at 2:52. Second of the playoffs from Stone and Amadio. Then after a few penalties, Vegas had a brief power play and they scored. Eichel's second goal of the postseason. First playoff power play goal for Jack Eichel. He had just 2 in the regular season. Knights dump it in. Kolasar wins the race, so no icing. Eichel's goal assisted by Stevenson and Pietrangelo. Chandler has a multi-point game. Kyle Connor having tied it up. Not tied it up, but getting the Jets on the board. Connor's second from DeMello and Dillon. Add them all up, 2-1 Knights. 8:45 to go in the first period. Play is still in the right corner for the Knights. Pulled loose, Barbashev. Right point, Whitecloud shoots. Pad save. Rebound redirected wide by Nick Watt. Met by Schmidt. Watt down in the left corner. Watt on a mission, escapes, speeds out high. Redirect try, just missed. Whitecloud to Barbashev. Knights get the rebound. Left wall, Kolasar. Who had the fight earlier. Stripped by Sandberg. Jets coming out, banked up the right wing. And a lineman collides with Hay. Knights get the puck. Whitecloud in behind his goal. Whitecloud up the middle. Finds Riley Smith. The alternate captain comes top of the right circle, guides it right corner. Cut off by DeMello. Up the boards. Smith finds it and shoots. Save. Hellebuck took it right in his belly on that Jets insignia. Face off in the right circle coming up for the night. 7:59 to go in the first. 2-1 Vegas. Trying to take the series lead.
Phil Kessel did a real nice job on the wall to pull that puck out and get it to Riley Smith. Riley went between his legs. Pretty fancy maneuver to get that shot off.
By the way, Gary, you remember we were talking about that goal that was scored by the Knights in the second period. Carlson from Kessel, and they first gave an assist to Smith, then they took it away. They gave it back. Yes. So Riley did get his first postseason point of the year in Game 2.
These things keep getting up at night.
They really bother me.
I'll tell you later. The play's going on.
Smith and Carlson battling right corner. Popped loose, but came to Connor just over Carlson's stick, bottom of the right circle. Jets 2-on-2. They'll float it in over the goal. Off the glass, off the red shelf. Jets get it left side. Kyle Connor. 25 points in his career against Vegas, regular season and postseason included, including today. Shifley back of the net. Tried to center. Theodore bodied him off. Knocked the puck loose. Now he sticks it ahead. Kessel receives it nicely. Took it away from Dillon. Forward to Smith. And it looked like it came out of the zone. The linesman says no. Jets get it and bring it out of their end anyway. All the way back goes Dubois. Forward to Connor up the left side. Connor picked up by Theodore. Connor breaks. Momentarily lost the puck. Carlson took a spill. Knights get it. Theodore out to Kessel. Banks it up the left side. Howden gives chase. Couldn't get there first, but he'll find a loose puck. Centered. Pietrangelo turned away. Hellebuck got a piece, and it goes out of play. Michael Amadio had been with Stevenson and Stone. Howden has ended up with Stevenson and Stone. Howden had an assist last game. Gary, he very nearly had another, setting up Pietrangelo in the slot. Hellebuck just got a piece.
That's his job on this line, is to get in fast, be physical. He bumps Schmidt off the puck. Schmidt's trying to bounce it up off the wall, and the collision makes the bounce, the carom die quickly. Howden reverses, gets it, feeds Pietrangelo. Excellent work by Brett.
And after the draw here, the puck came in front, just out of Howden's reach. In the neutral zone now, Jets find it across the line. A drive from Piot, stick saved by Brossois. Pietrangelo starts at forward. And now Howden rink wide left to Martinez, still in his own zone. Forward connects with Stevenson. Now Pietrangelo backhands it off the right wall. Stevenson uses the wall to get further in. Down through the right corner. Dropped it off for Stone in the circle. Off the stick. And now out to the neutral zone. Amadio protects it backwards to Whitecloud. Back and forth with Hay. Whitecloud again, up to the rim. Floats it in the air toward the left corner. Whitecloud himself gives chase from the left. Amadio from the right. Jets touch it first. Here's Nemesnikov. Hands it off. Out through center come the Jets. 3 Knights at their own line. Puck's taken away by Whitecloud. He sends it in. Hard around the rim. Marchessault pursues with Eichel and Amadio on the left wing. Jets find it though. Attempt to clear is cut down by Amadio. Hands it off Marchessault high on the left side. Backhands it deep. Eichel in the trapezoid for Amadio. He takes a spill. Knocked off the puck. And found by Nino Niederreiter. Jets start out from right to left. Collision in the neutral zone. Eichel went down. Jets across the line. Nemesnikov centered. Broken up by Haig. Knocks it loose. Fight for the puck. Haig gets to the puck. Far corner. Ahead to Marchessault. In front of the benches. Jonathan. Oh, he's hit hard. Into the railing at the Knights bench. Waugh goes after Nemesnikov. Play continues here. Marchessault went head first into the railing. He's up and he's onto the bench, but he appears to be without much equilibrium. Over to the far side of the neutral zone. Jets have it. Here's Brendan Dillon. Plays it across and Barbashev shoulder to shoulder with Shifley. Barbashev hands it backwards. McNabb to Theodore. Up the near side. Shea across the red. Carves into the zone. He pulls and shoots. High and wide. It went over the glass behind the goal. Marchessault is on the bench. And remember here, you have to go to the corner. You got to skate off the ice. You cannot go down a tunnel. There is no tunnel at the Vegas bench. Marchessault is there. Kyle Morris talking to him, the athletic trainer, to see how the Knights should handle this during the media timeout. Marchessault is staying put on the bench. We'll take a break. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. It's the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
By now, you've heard that Dollar Loan Center is offering free trial loans this year. But how much does it really cost after the free week? Let's say you borrow $1,000. The first week is on us, and after that, it'll cost you $5.50 per day. If you need that $1,000 for an additional week, it would cost you less than $40 in interest. How about this? You take out a loan of $500, and 1 week later, pay back only the same $500. Need it longer? A $500 loan costs $2.75 per day in interest. No catch, no fees. Apply at don'tbebroke.com. Give us a call or find a Dollar Loan Center near you. And remember, at DLC, your first loan is free in 2023.
Restore required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by the Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Payment amounts based on library frequency with annual percentage rate of 199.99%. For additional cost information, call 866-550-4352. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
The playoffs are here, and Golden Knights fans can discover why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every playoff game mean more than ever. Go for the goal with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager. Nevada only. Please gamble responsibly. For help, please call 1-800-522-4700. MGMResorts.com/GameSense.
Back to Winnipeg for more Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Zappos.com is an official partner of the Golden Knights. Check out Zappos.com today. 2-1, Vegas leads. 4:53 to go in period one. Jonathan Marchessault has remained on the Knights bench and appears to be fine after taking that hit from Nino Niederreiter and went headfirst into the railing at the Knights bench. Winnipeg now ices the puck.
All Jonathan has done on the bench is take his skate off. Took his skate off, handed it to one of the trainers. He labored for a little while, but whatever was gonna bug him stopped bothering him, and he took his skate off, handed it to Chris Davidson-Adams. He went and got him a fresh one or changed the blade, I don't know, and now Jonathan's tying it up.
75th career playoff game. Check it, 76th career playoff game today for Marchessault. Puck ends up behind the Jets' net. Mark Stone's line is on. Winnipeg clears up the near side. Appleton forward to Brendan Dillon. Jets try to dump it in, but it sails into the protective netting behind Laurent Brossoit, out of play. They'll bring the draw to the neutral zone. 4:24 to go. Period one, Vegas 2, Winnipeg 1.
Marchessault doesn't have a goal yet in this series, but this building, you'll recall, after Vegas lost Game 1 of the Western Conference Final in 17-18, the next day Marchessault said, we'll be better in the next game, we'll win the next game. And they won the next 4 in a row. And he was crucial with a huge 2 goals in that game 2 here in Winnipeg.
He's got 21 playoff goals, which is the most in Golden Knights postseason history. Jets have to double back to their own end following breakout. Try again. Here's Niederreiter. Smith reaches in. Got the pass ahead, though, to Nemesnikov. Martinez picks him up. Nemesnikov on his backhand, forced behind the Brossoit cage. Low to high for Sandberg. Cross to the right. DeMello shot attempt blocked by Smith. Kareem's left and a shot from the wall by Sandberg. Stop. Rebound. Left side of the goal. Niederreiter. Stripped by Pietrangelo. Alex goes far corner. Starts it ahead. He gets crunched into the wall by Wheeler. Vegas into the offensive zone. They've got a delay. Kessel just slides it in. End of a shift for this group.
Smith went the wrong way with that pass. He needed to flip it to Carlson on his left side. He reversed to Kessel on the right side. Vegas is really moving up and down the ice together, Dan. They're connected. Their forecheck, their reload, their back check, their breakout, doing an excellent job.
Michael came in on the forecheck, and Matteo was the next wave. The Jets finally get through it, but now they ice the puck from the neutral zone.
The neutral zone, they're getting to the offensive blue line, and Vegas is there for them, and then there's people right behind them. So it's allowing the Golden Knights defenders to gap up, to be strong on their own blue line, because they know if a guy gets by them, there's a defender right there to pick the pocket on the angle. Vegas is playing its game really well right now.
They scored 2 goals on their first 2 shots, one at even strength for Stevenson, one on the power play for Eichel. Goals at .252 and .618. Just the second time in franchise history they've scored a goal on the first 2 shots of a game. And that includes the regular season. Jets get it in. Brossoit sets it up behind his goal. Eichel fights for it far side. Amadio pulls it free. They're with Marchessault. Jonathan takes the handoff. Banks it off the near side place. Linesman almost got plunked. Puck goes all the way down, no icing. Under 3 minutes to go. First period, 2-1 Knights. Vegas with 9 shots, Winnipeg with 6. McNabb in his own zone. Pestered by Stanley. Theodore helps out. Up the wall to Marchessault far side. Connor cuts it off. Connor to the corner for Stanley. On his backhand. He hands it back to Connor. From the right corner, rims it around. Back to the left point, Dylan shoots. Blocked by McNabb. Poked loose by Theodore. Eichel carries ahead. Eichel the righty. Now 2 goals in 3 playoff games. Approaches the blue, puts a bouncer on goal. Hellbuck played the short hop well. Ushered it aside with his pads. Jets coming through center. A dump in by Manalainen. Left corner. Hard hit on the boards. Going after Nick Hague. I think Hague sidestepped most of it. Waugh starts out. Maybe a 3-on-2. Waugh goes across the line. Left wing. Hague shoots. Blocked by DeMello. Wincing a bit after taking that one off. It appeared his left knee. Waugh left corner for the Knights. Double team. Trying to get it to a teammate at the line, but it deflected and sailed over Hague's reach. All the way back to Brossoit, far side. Knights recover the puck with 1:45 to go. First period. 2-1 Vegas lead. Stevenson and Eichel the Vegas goals. Kyle Connor the goal for the Jets. Knights clear it out. Jets intercept in the neutral zone. Pietrangelo steps in on Lowry. Big Adam Lowry couldn't get the puck. It's Stone coming in. Hands it off Stevenson. Right circle. Peels away. Low to high Pietrangelo. The right wall. He shoots. Blocked by Sandberg. He winces in pain. Into the trapezoid. Stone is there along with Brett Howden. Couple of Manitoba natives fighting for it down behind the Winnipeg goal. Now Stevenson works free. Right circle to the pointed drive. Blocked. And the Jets get control. 1:05 to go in the period. Stretch pass. Barron didn't see it. It was a delayed offside. And now the forward pass from Martinez goes off of Stone. Evades Howden. And the Jets have it in their own zone. Under a minute to go in the period. Final minute brought to you by Credit One. Jets mishandle the puck at center. William Karlsson works in. Got through Niederreiter. Down into the left corner, a loose puck gathered by DeMello. Around behind. Look out. Smith lost an edge, went down. Puck comes to center. Theodore hit on the near side. It's an offside play.
Niederreiter playing really physical hockey right now. If Smith doesn't blow that tire coming around the Jets net, Kessel's out in the slot waiting for the pass. Phil Kessel, he's got 2 points, 2 assists already in the series. He'd love to get on the board with a marker.
Gary, what do you make of the hit totals in this series? 116 in Game 1, 65-51 for Vegas. Game 2, it was even more. Vegas had 64. Jets had 73. That's 137 hits.
Yeah, they're playing for keeps. This is a violent game already. It's featured some very dangerous checks, a fight.
So far in this game, 16 for Vegas, 28 for Winnipeg. Here's Eichel coming ahead. Onside. Going right. He shoots. Just missed the right post. As he drifted across the slot, we got a whistle. And a penalty coming up against the Jets, I believe. 21 seconds to go in the frame.
Interference.
Winnipeg number 2, minor penalty interference.
It's Dylan DeMello with 21 seconds to go in the first period and a 2-1 Vegas lead.
Yeah, this will drive Rick Bowness wild. It's behind the play. The Jets have got the puck. They're moving out of the zone. Why he interferes there with 20 seconds left in the period? That's a brain cramp.
Yeah, my eyes were on the puck. I hadn't even seen it until we saw a replay. And the crowd here now sees the replay as well. Basically, you've got a pick from DeMello to slow Michael Amadio with the Knights rushing ahead. Knights win the draw. They're 1-for-1 on the power play. Pietrangelo left for Eichel. 15 seconds to go in the period. Eichel to the right. Smith couldn't settle. Back out high now for Pietrangelo. Eichel again, top of the circle, on the left. Delays, steers it out high, Pietrangelo. 5 seconds. He shoots. Redirect high off the boards. That'll do it for the period. Well, oh, look out, Stone just gave a hack into the shins of DeMello. DeMello almost dropped his gloves, but somebody jumped in. Now Smith is in there, restrained by the linesman. I don't believe any additional penalties will be called, but Mark Stone has a word for the linesman before Vegas, as a club, skates away. They've got a skate from the bench across to the near side tunnel. We'll see if there are additional penalties. The referee is over at the scorer's table as we've hit the end of the first period. The Knights lead the Jets 2-1 in Game 3. Stevenson from Stone and Amadio. Then Eichel from Stevenson and Pietrangelo on the power play. Kyle Connor got one back for the Jets. It's a 2-1 Vegas lead after 1. Minute 39 of carryover time on the Vegas power play. Power plays are brought to you by SunPower, today's energy store. We'll hear from Nicholas Hague in just a moment or so. Get his thoughts on what we've seen so far. It has been an exciting opening period. The shots on goal favor the Knights 10-6. Mentioned the penalties. There were not quite as many as we saw in the first period the other day, but there was a fight. So the penalty minute numbers are slightly skewed. Winnipeg with 11 and Vegas with 9. In the first period the other day, it was 10-8 for the Jets penalty minutes, but there were slightly different circumstances. There were a bunch of roughing minors rather than any fighting majors. Winnipeg did not have a shot on goal in the final 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Though the Knights could not capitalize on some good-looking opportunities in the offensive zone. A couple of transition looks and then final seconds on the power play. They still managed to control most of the play, but physical both sides. Jonathan Marchessault got that hard hit at the railing from Nino Niederreiter, but Jonathan appeared no worse for wear, just momentarily shaken, but not knocked out. We'll hear from Nick Hague at the Knights dressing room in just a moment, so stand by for that. Nick appearing in his 13th Stanley Cup playoffs game after appearing in all but the first game of the regular season. Finished with 17 points in 81 games. And when we have Nick Hague, we'll bring him to you. And then we'll have the intermission report with Ryan Wallace. We'll have a period recap and a check on what's happening around the National Hockey League. 4 games today. This is the first of the 4. Normally the Knights are the last of 4. Let us go downstairs to the Vegas dressing room now and welcome defenseman Nicholas Hague. Hi, Nick. Dan Duva in the radio booth. Thanks very much for joining us. What did you think of today's first period?
That was fun. I thought we got off to a good start, right? Energy in the building's good. I thought we matched energy early, and we were able to kind of manage our emotions, and obviously we got out to a hot start there. So thought it was a good road period overall.
Yeah, so much is made, Nick, of the environment. Of course, when visiting teams come to Vegas and the whiteout here, where it could be intimidating, but you can also relish in it and thrive on it. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter who they're cheering for. The atmosphere's great. I think you do kind of embrace the villain role there, and then we ran with it, and our energy was high, I liked our mindset there.
And of course, the fight. Keegan Colasar drops the mitts there. How about Chandler Stevenson? It's his birthday today, as you probably know, and he's got a goal on his first shot and assist on the Eichel power play goal. Chandler getting to play some of his best hockey the last couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, all year, right? He's been a driving force for us all year. No different tonight. He's so creative and so skilled with the puck. So he makes those plays, and that was obviously a great shot there to open the scoring.
Nick, thanks very much. Good luck.
Thanks.
Nicholas Hague in his 13th playoff game. And played 10 of them a couple years ago, about half of the games during that 2021 postseason, which ended in Montreal. But he's played in each of the first 3 in this Stanley Cup postseason, paired with Zach Whitecloud, the Manitoba native. Chandler Stevenson, he's from Saskatchewan, but he has 4 points in 2 games. Of course, had multi-point performance last time out. Goal at 5:37 of the third, and then an assist at 13:01 of the third. So forget about 4 points in 2 games. He's got 4 points in 2 periods. 1 goal, 1 assist, third period on Thursday. 1 goal, 1 assist in period 1 today. 2-1 is the score. Vegas over Winnipeg through one period. Power play for the Knights carries into the second of minute 39. They are 1 for 1 on the power play so far. Ryan Wallace has the intermission report when we come back, presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
We're chatting with our guest, always safety first, 811 Megaphone Man.
Call 811 before you dig.
You never stray from your mission of letting homeowners, landscapers, and excavators know you should always call 811 before you dig.
Call 811.
Call for both small and big jobs. And 2 working days in advance?
811.
Any parting words? And I'm guessing they will be.
Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Southwest Gas.
811.
UMC, your hometown hospital since 1931, is proud to partner with our hometown team, the Vegas Golden Knights. As the team's exclusive hospital provider, we stand rinkside, ready to keep our Golden Knights in top shape, just as we stand by our community with the highest level of care in the state. It's UMC's commitment to excellence for everyone in our hometown. Visit us online at umcsn.com.
Hey, Chuck, can you break down this whole debt treadmill issue for us?
It means you keep paying interest, roll over your loan, or borrow money from one company to pay back another loan. Your principal never goes down, and it's not good.
Okay, so look out for that. How does it work at Dollar Loan Center?
We make sure you pay a little principal with every payment. It's called a fully amortized installment loan. If you pay it off quick, great, major savings. But if you need more time to pay it off, even a year or so, at least you're paid in full at the end because you were chipping away at your principal.
That was Chuck. And to celebrate 25 years in business, he's offering free loans to all new customers. No fee to apply and a week of free interest. We have over 50 locations. Apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com. Don't forget, your first loan is free in 2023 at the DLC.
Free loan means if you pay off your loan in 1 week or less, the interest is free. You are still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by the Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimum loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Jack Daniels has always made whiskey, and if they have it their way, they always will. But there's one thing Jack can't make more of: moments. Those are on us to create. You see, hockey fans, we only get one shot at this thing called life. So let's make sure we're making the most of every moment, whether it's showing up for our team or sipping a glass of Jack while cheering at the radio. Don't let a single moment go to waste. Make it count. Jack Daniels.
Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. Copyright 2022 Jack Daniels. All rights reserved.
The playoffs are here, and Golden Knights fans can discover why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every playoff game mean more than ever. Go for the goal with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager. Nevada only. Please gamble responsibly. For help, please call 1-800-522-4700. MGMResorts.com/GameSense.
Stay up to date with the latest from the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights here on Fox Sports Las Vegas, 98.9 FM and 1340 AM KKGK Las Vegas.
Now here's Ryan Wallace with the intermission report on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Don't miss a moment at the Fortress by getting your full season membership for the 2023-24 Vegas Golden Knights season. Season tickets guarantee you the same seats at every game at T-Mobile Arena and at the best prices available. Plus priority access to Stanley Cup playoff tickets and 2024 Winter Classic tickets. Visit VegasGoldenKnights.com for details. It's the intermission report. Golden Knights up 2-1 on the Winnipeg Jets after the first period of play. Taking a look at the highlights in that first period, Bruce Cassidy, the Golden Knights, stressed the need for a quick start to take the crowd out of the game, and the Golden Knights followed through as Chandler Stevenson ripped a wrist shot by Connor Hellebuck to open the scoring.
2-on-2. Stevenson scores! Happy birthday, Chandler Stevenson! He opens the scoring in Game 3. A lefty wrist shot, top right corner. Chandler Stevenson's second goal of the playoffs. Knights take a 1-0 lead in the opening 3 minutes.
Chandler Stevenson, his second of the postseason for Mark Stone and Shea Theodore. 2:52 of the first period made it 1-0 Vegas. And 4 minutes later, the Golden Knights power play got into the mix as Jack Eichel's one-timer gave Vegas a 2-goal lead.
Smith, top of the right circle. Pietrangelo shanks the one-timer. Stevenson to the outside. They score! From the left wing circle, Jack Eichel makes it 2-0 Vegas. The first power play goal for the Knights here in the playoffs, and they've got a 2-goal edge in the first 7 minutes of the game.
Second career postseason goal for Jack from Chandler Stevenson and Alex Petrangelo. 6:18 of the first period made it 2-0 Vegas, a power play goal. The Jets would answer just before the midway point of the period as Kyle Connor redirected a Dylan DeMello point shot.
To the right, DeMello in front, a redirect score! Kyle Connor gets the Jets on the board. Perfectly timed redirection, shot from the right point. Kyle Connor flashing through the middle, redirects it by Brossois, and the Jets now trail 2-1.
Kyle Connor, his second of the postseason from Dylan DeMello and Brendan Dillon. 9:07 of the first period made it 2-1 Vegas, and that's where we stand after the first period of play. Out-of-town scores are presented by Betfred. Visit Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook inside the Virgin Hotel. Later this afternoon, Toronto and Tampa Bay drops the puck at 4. That series tied at 1. The Devils and the Rangers, they'll go at 5. The Rangers up 2-0. And Colorado and Seattle rounds out today's action. 7 o'clock start time. Series tied at 1. Here, the Golden Knights up 2-1 on the Winnipeg Jets after the first period of play. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
From the fountains of Bellagio to the iconic boxing ring at MGM Grand, to the award-winning chef lineup at Aria and resident artists like Lady Gaga and Aerosmith at Park MGM's Park Theater, MGM Resorts has created some of the world's most iconic entertainment destinations in Las Vegas. Because we have one goal, to entertain the human race. Visit MGMResorts.com to book your stay. Welcome to the show.
Calling all Vegas Golden Knights fans, Terrible Scan Day giveaways back, and we're teaming up with Bud Light. Shop in-store at your local participating Terribles and make a purchase of $10 or more. Scan your Terribles app at the register and automatically earn game entries on every purchase. Score a $1,000 Vegas Golden Knights shopping spree plus 2 tickets to a home game this season. Every day is game day, exclusively at Terribles. Visit Terribles.com for details.
UMC, your hometown hospital since 1931, is proud to partner with our hometown team, the Vegas Golden Knights. As the team's exclusive hospital provider, we stand ringside, ready to keep our Golden Knights in top shape, just as we stand by our community with the highest level of care in the state. It's UMC's commitment to excellence for everyone in our hometown. Visit us online at umcsn.com.
Attention Star Wars fans. Imperial Stormtroopers have invaded the Dollar Loan Center on May 4th at 7 p.m. Rebel forces, along with the Henderson Symphony Orchestra, will fight the dark side during this live feature-length movie of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Tickets starting at $29. Help defend the galaxy inside the Dollar Loan Center. Thursday, May 4th. Mission instructions available at thedollarloancenter.com. May the 4th be with you. Presentation licensed by Disney Concerts.
It's almost time for the second period, but first, here's Ryan Wallace with the intermission wrap-up on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
When the Golden Knights win, you win. Get 31% off menu price pizzas at Pizza Hut the day after every VGK victory using the code VGKWins on pizzahut.com. Senior Mission Report, the Golden Knights up 2-1 on the Winnipeg Jets. Pivotal game 3 in this series. Series tied at 1 game apiece. Stats of the period are presented by the UPS Store, your locally owned print and business services center. Shots 10-6 in favor of the Golden Knights. Shot attempts 24-13 Vegas. Scoring chances 11-8 the edge to the Golden Knights. High danger chances though 2-1 the slight edge to the Golden Knights. All situations according to Natural Stat Trick. Hits 29-16 in favor of the Jets. The Golden Knights 1 for 2 on the power play. Carryover power play time for the Golden Knights to start the second period, about 1:30 to work with, so for the Golden Knights can still improve on that number. Winnipeg 0 for 1 on the power play. Vegas with no giveaways, 4 takeaways and 5 block shots. The Jets 6 giveaways, 3 takeaways and 11 block shots. You know, you kind of look at where the Golden Knights played well in that first period. I thought that they were super connected, all 5 men, really hitting their marks, getting to the areas they need to be. A lot of support up and down the ice for the Golden Knights, and then the ability to forecheck, create create some situations where you're mismatching with the Jets down low. It didn't allow the Jets to break out cleanly. They were not playing particularly fast. And when you take that element out of the game, all of a sudden, the Jets are not as on top of you as they were, at least in the first 4 periods of the series. So then Vegas was able to get some transition looks. They scored on a one, obviously the Chandler Stevenson one, and then you get a big power play goal. So a lot went right for the Golden Knights, though it is just a 1-goal game after the first period of play. Second period action's coming up next. Dan and Gary, they've got the call. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Hey, Chuck, first of all, can you tell us what it means to be a direct lender?
You ever see those ads on TV for payday loans from Money Mutual and other companies? You know, they had Montel Williams as their spokesperson.
Oh, I've seen them all the time.
Well, they're what's called a lead generator. Check the disclaimer at the bottom of their website. It'll clearly say, this is not a lender. When you see this, it means they just gather your information and sell it.
Oh, so Dollar Loan Center is a direct lender, and you lend your money.
Yep, literally my money. You deal directly with us and only us. Just be careful out there and read the fine print before you give up your data.
That was Chuck, and to celebrate 25 years in business, he's offering free loans to all new customers. No fee to apply and a week of free interest. Your first loan is free in 2023 at the DLC.
Free loan means if you pay off your loan in 1 week or less, the interest is free. You are still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by the Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimum loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
With the Smith's app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at smithsfoodanddrug.com. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to getrefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
Attention Knights fans! Are you looking for the perfect spot to watch the playoffs? Look no further than Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook. With a $25 wager, you'll be entered for a chance to win lower-level tickets to upcoming playoff games. Join us for the ultimate watch party experience, filled with excitement, energy, and of course, hockey. Head over to the Betfred at Mohegan Sportsbook. Place your bets and let the games begin. See you there. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please game responsibly.
Back to more Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
High above ringside at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. The Knights 2, the Jets 1 as we head to the second. And then, Gary, there is additional news beyond just the scoring.
Yeah, there's a report that Josh Morrissey, the Jets' top defenseman, is done for the afternoon. The report comes from, it's a briefing from the Jets, so he is done for sure. And, I am told it was a hit from Zach Whitecloud. We have not seen the definitive replay, but that's a major blow for the Winnipeg Jets at this juncture.
In addition, there were penalties assessed at the end of period 1. Mark Stone and Brendan Dillon. Dillon first cross-checked Stone, and Stone turned around and kind of slashed Dillon. They called it roughing.
Yeah.
Either way, those two penalties are assessed at the 20-minute mark. There was a previous penalty against Dylan DeMello. Vegas on the power play, minute 39 of carryover time.
Normally you don't like that trade-off, Stone, for Dillon, but with the Jets already down 1D, now they're down 4.
Now think about that. But Gary, remember, Morrissey is just as it relates to this power play right now. Morrissey is out, and then you've got two guys in the box in DeMello and Dillon. So you've only got Pionk, Schmidt, and Sandberg for 3 defensemen for a penalty kill as action begins here in the second period.
I forgot about DeMello, so yeah. I was saying they're down to 4. You're right. They're down to 3.
Here's Pietrangelo, recovers the puck in his own zone. Knights right to left leading 2-1. Eichel had the power play goal earlier. He gains the line right wing, far side, rims it behind. Got through Smith. It's hacked out by Pionk. Pietrangelo will chase the sliding puck back to his own zone. And the Jets will change it up. So you got Sandberg and Pionk out there defensively. And up front, Stanley and Manalainen. Across the line, Eichel right wing. Hard pass left for Smith. Top of the umbrella, Pietrangelo to the left for Smith again. Left side, Jack Eichel. Jack weaving near side. Down to the goal line. Bumper in the middle is Stevenson. He didn't get the pass that time. Pietrangelo for Eichel. Shot blocked. Waugh gets it left corner. The left wall. It got through Eichel. Out of the zone it goes. Little swap cross to Pietrangelo in his own end. Pietrangelo pressured. Rims it around to Jack Eichel. Penalty clock at 22 seconds. Eichel skates up the middle. Passes left wing Carlson. Across the line left wing. Cuts through. Gains the slot. Backwards Theodore. Left side Marchessault. In front. Redirect stopped. Picked up by the Jets. Hellebuck stayed with it. Went off Jack Eichel top of the crease. All the way down on the clear. Penalty at 5 seconds. Through center comes Theodore. Pulls in the slot. Shoots it wide. Rebound. Tipped on. Saved by Hellebuck to his left. Theodore got his own rebound off the boards, but at a sharp angle. Penalty time expires. The score remains Vegas 2, Winnipeg 1. The Knights' power play is now 1 for 2 in the game.
And Tamello now is out, but still Stone and Dillon in the box, and Morrissey is not on the bench for the Jets. So now they are with 4 defensemen available to them for the next 4 minutes or so.
And I'm thinking back over it, Gary. We're calling out the names. Sometimes a player can be under the radar. Checking the time on ice. Here's a right wing shot from the draw. Hellebuck makes the save on Marchessault. Morrissey's last shift ended with 15 minutes and change to go in the first period. He only had 2 shifts.
Yeah.
So the hit from Whitecloud that I have to admit I don't recall the moment, but Morrissey, the top pair defenseman, played in 78 regular season games. Today was his 37th career playoff game, but only a minute 14 of time on ice today. There's a left wing shot. Hellebuck makes another save, this time on William Karlsson.
Shots are 13-6 now for the Golden Knights. The Jets trailing by a goal would like to start to mount a little offense, but the big thing they'll miss with Morrison. A ton of points this year, but he's really fantastic at breaking. He's their best defenseman at ever. He breaks the puck out really well. He's good on the power play. Does a ton of important things for them.
And he plays 23, 24 minutes a game. We're 2 minutes into the second period. Vegas leads 2-1. We've got the first 3 shots on goal of the period. Puck came to the line. McNabb kept it momentarily. Scheifele guides it out. Right wing for Wheeler. Lifted in. Over McNabb. It bounces toward the goal. Theodore got in the way of Nemesnikov. Gliding gets clipped by McNabb. Penalty coming for a trip against McNabb. And the Jets will get their second power play. Here's the announcement forthcoming.
Vegas number 3 has a minor penalty for tripping.
McNabb went to play the puck. It was high in the air, and he went to glove it, and he doesn't really get all of it, and that results in a little bit of a scramble, and then he's going behind the net.
It's his left skate.
Yeah.
Makes contact with Nemesnikov's right skate. Nemesnikov was open, kind of prone to a hit, and so he was going to be off balance. Jets' power play was an abbreviated man advantage. It was just before a penalty was taken by the Jets. That's a 4-on-4 out. Jets coming left to right. Stevenson a steal at the Vegas line. Starts it ahead. Right wing goes Nick Watt. Shoots wide of the short post. Planks around. Picked up by Blake Wheeler near side. 3 points in a series for Wheeler. Into the slot. Carlson knocks it down. Then leads Smith. Just missed him. It works as a clear down the ice to Hellebuck. But it just missed Smith. Would have had a short-handed rush. Minute 15 on the power play. Scheifele comes ahead. Across the Vegas line. Barely onside. Shoves it back across the green to the right for Wheeler. High slot Pionk. Across to the left. And now around to the right to Connor bumps it back. Pionk to the left. A one-timer from Scheifele breaks White Cloud's stick in half. White Cloud gets the handoff. A stick now that is Riley Smith's stick. High slot Pionk. Around to the right, Connor. Pionk straight on. Crowd wants a shot. Pionk again to the right. One-timer. Save Brossois. Covers the loose puck with his glove to his left. He has the whistle. Blake Wheeler on the doorstep right between White Cloud, who's a righty, who had the stick of a lefty, Riley Smith.
Riley Smith and William Karlsson have killed penalties together so long that as soon as the stick is out of White Cloud's hands and Smith gives his stick to White Cloud, they get up into the box and they use Riley to front wherever the puck is because he can't get a stick in the lane. Karlsson, they kind of do an I formation. Karlsson is behind with his stick in the lane.
Vegas gets the face-off win. Pietrangelo clears it all the way down.
And Smith goes out to front the shooter or the passer. Really smart work by the power killers.
McNabb in the box for another 25 seconds. Nemesnikov, who drew that penalty, skates through the left circle. Stripped by Pietrangelo. Martinez launches it down all the way to the left corner. Hellebuck lets it go off the boards to his defenseman, Nate Schmidt, former Golden Knight. 12 seconds left on the power play. Down the right wing, Niederreiter to the slot. A Stanley shot high and wide. Off the glass, centering up the slot out of the zone. All the way back it comes. Penalty runs out. McNabb out of the box. Knights have killed it off. 2 for 2 on the kill officially. The Jets left to right. Hit from Marchessault on Appleton. Marchessault went down. Appleton stayed on his skates using the boards as a ballast. Went after the puck in the corner. Knights got it though and sent it the other way. Matteo comes in with Eichel on the left side. Bouncing puck into the air. Out towards the line. Carried ahead by Barron. Stood up by Hay. Free puck slides into the Knight zone. White Cloud is back. Chased by Gustafsson, fourth line winner. Now Gustafsson gets between White Cloud and Hay. Creates a loose puck. Jets get it. Left side. Dillon hits the post. No! Rebound centering. Another shot rattles around. And it's picked up by Vegas. Shot was from the left wing and hit the long post on the right and did not go in. In the middle, there's another shot from Appleton. Blocked. Picked up by Vegas. Marchessault skates out. From the center logo, he dumps it in. High over the glass. And into the protective netting. And the crowd still buzzing. A lot of fans thought that puck was in the goal.
Just like that, it can be tied up. Vegas needs desperately would love to expand on their lead, give themselves a little bit of a cushion. That was the inside of the post, and it hit the left post and skittered along towards the right side and stayed out of the net.
I'm sure you can hear the crowd reaction in the background. They saw a replay that was from center ice, and it looks like the puck might have gone in, and so they cheer. Then they see the overhead angle, and they go, oh. Neutral zone draw. Knights dump it in. Smith after it along with Kessel and Karlsson, but the Jets break out. Connor thwarted by Karlsson, created the loose puck, gathered by Kessel. Shoots from center, blockered away by Hellebuck. Neil Pionk behind his goal, almost lost the handle. Karlsson didn't realize that he had already turned back out towards center. Pionk carries a hit through the center logo, works left, fans on a shot. Karlsson picked his pocket. Karlsson forced back, passes left, Theodore. Passes forward, Smith backhands it in from the blue line and changes. Shorter change for the Knights up at the offensive line here in the second period. It's a longer change, of course, and you're only changing out of your D zone. Stone slows the entry for the Jets. Stevenson reaches in. Stone hands the puck off. Pietrangelo taps it left. Martinez hustles forward from the red line, dumps it in. Rims it hard around. Clockwise to the far corner right wing. Jets cut it off, reverse it near side. Pinching in. Oh, we got a whistle and a hand pass. Martinez got it, and it went next down the wall to Howden. So they'll bring the draw to the neutral zone, but first immediate timeout. Golden Knights 2, Winnipeg Jets 1, with 13:43 to go in the second period. All three goals were scored in the opening frame. Stevenson and Eichel for the Knights, Kyle Connor for the Jets. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Experience the time of your life at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Live it up at the world's largest sports book, Circa Sports. Get loose and get loud with all sports, all seasons at Stadium Swim. Take in the $1 million views at our Rooftop Lounge Legacy Club. Go big and go all night with our luxurious rooms and suites. Book the time of your life today. CircaLasVegas.com.
This is Alex Tuck with the Vegas Golden Knights. For me, victory means leaving it all out there. Every ounce, every time. Like the patients and doctors battling every day at comprehensive cancer centers. From breakthroughs that use DNA to guide cancer treatment to the latest in treatment technologies, Comprehensive is changing the game to tilt the ice against cancer. Healers, game changers, Comprehensive.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to GetRefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to GetRefunds.com, GetRefunds.com.
Back to Winnipeg for more Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Golden Knights 2, Jets 1, 13:43 to play in the second period. Here in the middle period, Vegas with 5 shots on goal, Jets with just 1. One that did not count was a shot that went off of Haig. A redirect from the defenseman's skates into the right post. It was technically a shot missed. Jets get it in front of the Vegas net again. Knights collapse hard around the slot, prevent a shot on goal in the zone from the far circle. Jets the recovery. DeMello played it ahead to Wheeler. Carried in now on the left wing side by Schmidt to the outside left, and Scheifele to the corner, and Schmidt. Hard pass up top for DeMello. He shoots. Deflected wide left. Big defending Nemesnikov in front. Shot from the left wall, deflected again. Cross to the near side, right wing for the Jets. Played out. Smith finding Kessel. Up to Carlson at the line. Feeds right. Kessel drifting, trying to sneak it under the toe. He could not. Hellebuck was belly down, but he kept his left leg in a position to block a pass. And also prevented Kessel from tucking the puck into the goal. Jets back to the offensive zone. Around the rim counterclockwise. Barron on the left with Appleton. Taps it further out high. Cross to the right. Here's Pion shooting. Stick down by Pietrangelo. Jets get the carry. Scheifele for Pion. To the left for Dillon. Now on the left, back to the right. Towards the goal. Shot off the side of the net by Neil Pion. Picked up by Smith. Can't clear the zone. On the left, it's Lowry. Sandwiched. Puck to the line, and another shot saved. Rebound hacked toward the goal, but blocked. Played ahead by the Knights. Martinez finding Nick Waugh. Skating left wing. Waugh into the zone. Waugh breaks left circle. Tripped up. Down he goes. Pietrangelo joins in. Knocked Lowry off the puck, but the Jets come out with it. Rink wide pass goes across to Dillon. Off the stick and out of the right wing side. Appleton wedged off by Barbashev. Fight for the puck behind the net. Kolasar, Lowry. Kolasar escapes. Kolasar starts towards center. Looks ahead left wing. Barbashev across the line. Barbashev's pass blocked by DeMello. Followed up though. Kolasar rims it behind. Picked up there by Dylan Sandberg. Jets coming out. Counter a nifty pass into the zone for the Jets. Down the middle they go with Nino Niederreiter. He went towards the net, but the puck went to the left corner. Jets again in the middle. Dubois shoots. Glove save! Brossois stops Dubois right at point-blank range. About 12 feet out for Dubois. He's got a goal in the playoffs after 27 in the regular season. That was one of the best looks of the game for the Jets.
Nick Hague is having an awful time in his own zone right now. 3 shifts in a row, he's fumbled the puck, and it's resulted in opportunities for the Jets. Nick's got to find a way to move it quick and move it smoothly. Not happening for him right now.
It'll be a left circle draw. Dubois going up against Stevenson. To Brossois' right. Vegas leads 2-1. 11:30 to go in the second period. Jets win the faceoff. Dillon fakes the drive. Hands it off. Connor quickly to the right wing. Played back out high. Schmidt for Dillon. He rims it down low, and it's returned out high for Dillon. Across to Schmidt. Floats it into the left circle. Theodore races over. Closes his man off. Stone gets the puck. Stone tips it ahead for Theodore. Off his stick and down toward the right circle. Dillon coming back. Took a hit from Howden. Puck squirts loose. Up the wall. It'll go to center. Eichel got a poke on it. Could not take possession. Bank pass up the right wing. Misses Niederreiter. McNabb pulls it back. Puck goes off a broken stick near Martinez. But he rings it behind for McNabb again. Hands it off for Jack Eichel. Comes through center. Bumped by Scheifele. Eichel from the wrong side of the red line dumped it in. It goes all the way around the rim. There's no icing. Vegas reverses it down low. Martinez to the right corner and Marchessault. Off Jonathan's stick and Scheifele paddles it out to center. Gloved by Pietrangelo. Sticks it left to Marchessault. Lost it for a moment. Lugged ahead by Martinez. Across the line with Marchessault. Broken up by DeMello. Scheifele clears the zone. Waffling puck slows up near circle. Pietrangelo back. Took a hit from Nemesnikov as he ringed it around. Back in his own zone, Amadio couldn't get the puck. It's behind the goal for Nemesnikov and the Jets. Out high for DeMello. Right wing side, it's Nemesnikov popping out high. Floats it into the right circle again. Scheifele to the middle. No shot from Wheeler. He was stick checked. Couldn't get it away. Then he hooked Marchessault. No call. Play is out to the neutral zone. Marchessault finds the loose puck. Scampers ahead across the blue. Works around Sandberg. He got tripped again. That will be a penalty. Touched up by the Jets in the corner.
Right in front of the referee, and he took a long time to call it. I was like, what the heck? That's got to be a penalty.
Two different players, but it looked like Marchessault had drawn two different penalties. Knights will get a power play when we come back. 9:50 to go, second period, 2-1 Knights.
54, minor penalty, tripping.
And it is to defenseman Dylan Sandberg. They're already without top pair defenseman Josh Morrissey. Once again, they'll have four defensemen available for this kill. We'll be right back, presented by Dollar Loan Center. It's the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Hi, I'm attorney Adam Kuttner. I grew up playing hockey. To win in hockey, you have to be aggressive, you have to work hard, and you have to have a great team. And it's no different when I'm representing my clients in their personal injury cases. My team and I work hard to get you the maximum settlement as quickly as possible, because winning is everything.
If you've been injured in an accident, ask attorney Adam Kuttner, 702-382-0000. That's 382-0000.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the rewards program that loves it when you date night, bet the perfect parlay, lounge poolside, oh, shiatsu, bottle service, yeah, hit me, shop till you drop, and then some. Earn and redeem on countless amazing experiences at MGM Resorts. This is MGM Rewards. Why be a guest when you can be a member? Visit MGMRewards.com for more. Earning and redemption limitations may apply to certain purchases in certain states.
Hi, I'm David Wise, three-time Olympic medalist and proud Nevadan. I'm a registered donor. Did you know that more than 100,000 people in America are waiting on a life-saving transplant? I support Nevada Donor Network's efforts to raise awareness on organ, eye, and tissue donation. One heroic donor can save and heal up to 75 lives. Everyone has the power to be someone's hero. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
Back to more Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Golden Knights to the power play for the third time today. They're 1 for 2. They win the face-off left side. Jack Eichel looks toward the middle from the left wing. The right hands it off Pietrangelo. High slot. Eichel again on the left. Eichel looking. Hard pass low. Stevenson gets the handoff from Stone, but he shot it wide right. Out high again, Pietrangelo to the left for Eichel. Comes down the left wing boards. To Stone, looking across. Stevenson, extra pass. Smith, stopped by Hellebuck. Smith then collides with the referee in the corner. Gets the puck eventually, but Hellebuck is back in his crease. Eichel scores from the left circle. And he gives the Knights a 2-goal edge. Pietrangelo, who had 2 assists last game, gets involved in the scoring again. He's got 2 points today.
It's a good pass from Pietrangelo, and Mark Stone is right in front of Hellebuck, and I think he delays Hellebuck just a second. Just screens him so Hellebuck doesn't know he has got to find the puck, and by the time he finds it, It's too late. It's on Eichel's stick, and then it's in the net. It's unbelievable what a difference Mark Stone makes to the Vegas Golden Knights when he's in the lineup.
It's Mark Stone himself, Gary, and it allows everything else to fall into place.
You bet. You're exactly right, Dan. And this place just got quiet.
Eichel from Pietrangelo and Smith. Riley's first point today, second of the series. And it's a 3-1 Knights lead. After 2 goals in the first, they've got 1 here in the second. Now in the Knights zone, here's Shea Theodore. Backhands it ahead. Kessel with Carlson across the red. Into the zone right wing. Carlson tried to make an extra pass to Howden down the slot, but it was off a Jet stick. Falling over, Neil Pionki, one-hands it ahead. 2-on-2, right side Dubois, centered just under the stick of Connor, closing from the left wing. Now Niederreiter closes in, broken up. Brossoit reached in with his stick on a feed that would have gone to Niederreiter. Out to the line, left point. It stays in. Now it's cleared out by Carlson. Jets have it back on their half of the ice. Howden lands a check on Connor as he goes to the bench. Howden getting to play in his hometown for the first time in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And his brother Quentin, who's been playing in France, got in late last night, and he is in attendance today to watch his brother play his first game in Manitoba during the Stanley Cup playoffs. Here's an icing against the Knights with 8:05 to go in the second. 3-1 Vegas.
You don't hear a lot about pro hockey in France.
No.
Bob Gainey, the fantastic two-way player for the Montreal Canadiens, multiple Stanley Cup champion, GM of the Dallas Stars. He went to France after his NHL career, took his family there for an experience, played for the team, drove the Zamboni, took care of the ice, coached the team. Not sure Quentin was doing all of that.
D-zone drop for the Knights, they clear it out. I have only one French team that I can name. Would be the Lyon Lions. Lightning organization had sent their American League players over there for a matchup, and they actually did have a partnership with Lyon. There's Nemesnikov, former Lightning first-round pick, lost it in the far circle, out for Phil Kessel, who dumps it in. And Gary, the crowds there, it's like a soccer game. They have the chants, they go back and forth, one side against the other. Jets are now called for icing. So it's pretty neat. It is a big deal. Of course, the level of hockey is not quite what it is elsewhere. But then again, you think of Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, French-born, played professionally in Sweden before coming to the NHL. But there are some French National Hockey Leaguers. And not French-Canadian, but true French-born players. Quentin is not one of them. He just played there.
No.
He used to play in the NHL, of course.
Raised in Oakbank, Manitoba, about 15 miles from where we're sitting right now.
Stevenson from Saskatchewan won the faceoff, left point for him. Rings it towards Stevenson, picked off in the left corner. Jets get it. Wheeler knocked off by Stone. Knocks the puck out of the air. We've got a high touch, but it's next played by the Jets. Put around behind the net by DeMello. Stevenson right corner. Pinned to the railing by Sandberg. Puck's not moving very much. Few Jets, few Knights down in the right corner.
Boy, you can almost hear the players breathing. It's so quiet here.
Oh, Stone centered, went off the stick of Scheifele. Now a point shot, save Hellebuck under his right pad, right near the crease of his toe. And he has the whistle.
Stone was circling that scrum like a shark, waiting for the puck to squeeze out. Mark Scheifele has been really yapping at Nick Hague. And Hague is asking him now, well, we're right here. And Mark keeps talking, but skates to the bench. Scheifele is from Kitchener, Ontario. So is Nick Hague.
We had Nick on in the intermission interview. We asked him about the first period. He said, I had fun. He got a punch from Scheifele. I didn't get to ask him about that, though. Garen, if you were here, I'm sure you would have remembered to ask him that. But,
he landed a great right on Scheifele in that skate as well.
After the face-off offensive zone, Knights are forced to their own end. Pietrangelo to Marchessault to clear it out. The near side, Eichel couldn't get to it. Instead, it's Adam Lowry for the Jets. Lowry with Barron and Appleton, they'll dump it in. Brossoit, the touch behind his net. Vegas with 19 shots. Winnipeg with just 9. On the right side, here's Pionk. Back to the point, and Barron. Around to the left wing, and a shot tipped in front. Brossoit reached down with his glove, went off the tip of his glove and into the right corner. Appleton was in the course. Now the Knights into the zone, left wing. Eichel centered for Marchessault. It was cut down in the nearest circle by Pionk. Cleared to the line by Appleton. Gathered by Stanley at the rim. Approaching the Vegas line, he dumps it in. Floats off the left corner glass. Picked up in the D zone by Theodore to the left for McNabb. Braden chips it through center. Hoping for Matteo in the neutral zone right at the red line. Sneaks ahead. Out of Marchessault's reach. So now Nate Schmidt for the Jets. Fires ahead. Man at the line, it's Stanley. Guides it in. McNabb back. Takes a hard check from Saku Manalainen. Out to the line. Gustafsson shoots it over the crossbar. Brossoit gave it a little flick of the wrist, but let it sail over his head. Around from the left wing to the right wing. Cut off in the corner. McNabb plays it ahead. Take it off the boards. Barbashev clears the zone as he took a check from Stanley.
Manalainen has been a bull in this series. He has hit a lot of people.
Fourth line for the Jets is Gustafsson, Stenlin, and Manalainen. Knights got it in. Jets get it out. Trouble at center for Dubois. Forced to dump it in amid the line change. Line change is brought to you by William Hill. 5 minutes to go, second period. Loose puck, gathered by Kessel. He's in, he shoots, kick save! Hellebuck stops Phil Kessel in transition. Now the puck out of play on the far side.
I'll tell you, it just befuddles me. Phil Kessel, it befuddles him too. He's shaking his head right now. He still moves like he's 25, but his shot, which was his calling card for so long, it's not there right now.
In the regular season for Phil, 14 goals. None yet here in the playoffs. 2 assists in the first 3 games. Both of them came last time out. In Phil Kessel's Stanley Cup playoffs career, 34 goals, 49 assists, 83 points, and now 99 playoff games. We'll be right back, presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Hey, Vegas Golden Knights fans! This week, the Vegas Golden Knights begin their quest for the Stanley Cup, and we want you to join us in cheering them on at the ultimate VGK Watch Party, April 24th at Stadium Swim at Circa Resorts. Puck drop is 6:30, but the party starts early and goes all night. VGK cast appearances, giveaways, and playoff hockey on the big screens. You don't want to miss it. Must be 21 years of age or older. Let the quest for the Cup begin.
Imagine if your everyday shopping allowed you to earn points towards a weekend in wine country. A round of golf, tickets to exclusive events, or a new hockey jersey. Through the Foley Food and Wine Society app, members earn points for everyday purchases that they can redeem for everything from a baseball cap to a trip to New Zealand. The Foley Food and Wine Society, the luxury lifestyle community that combines life's greatest passions, world-class wines, exquisite cuisine, and amazing experiences.
STN Sports is the only sports betting app you need this season. STN Sports has it all. In-play betting, mobile parlay cards, the Play Plus card to fund and withdraw from anywhere in Nevada, and a $50 new sign-up bonus. STN Sports even lets you earn rewards for every bet. Safe and easy betting from your phone or tablet. Go to StationCasinoSports.com or sign up at any Station Casino or Wildfire. Details available at all sportsbooks.
Back to Winnipeg for more Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Jets transition in. Niederreiter put it toward the slot, went off his stick and wide. Niederreiter follows it up left corner and rims it back to the near side. Vegas coming over to him. Knights leading 3-1. 4:30 to go in the second period. Jets dump it in. Vegas back, takes the hit from Niederreiter. Played ahead by Kessel. Cut off on the far side, though, by DeMello. Settled once more by the Knights, and Whitecloud ahead. Off of Carlson, sticking all the way down. Knights in white, Jets in all dark blue. Jets quick breakout. Dubois works in on the right. McNabb in his way. They get tangled up. Stone on the puck. Rims it ahead. Stevenson across to Brett Howden. Howden passes back to the right. Stone back for Howden. He shoots off the blocker of Hellebuck. Another shot, sharp angle McNabb into the catching mitt of Connor Hellebuck, and he holds on.
Shots are now 21-9 in favor of the Golden Knights, and they've taken over the face-off dot as well. Now 54.3 to 45.7 in favor of the Golden Knights. Vegas has only given the puck away twice all game. Winnipeg has been charged with 6.
We've gone about 7.5 minutes without a shot on goal. Jets win a D-zone draw. Schmidt gets it out. And it misses Nemesnikov, so an icing. We reported this earlier, Gary. It's worth repeating. Josh Morrissey, apparently injured in the first period by Zach Whitecloud on a collision. We don't know that. I didn't see the video myself, but Morrissey, just over a minute of ice time in a couple of shifts. Josh Morrissey, top pair defenseman for the Jets, will not return. That leaves Dylan DeMello without a regular partner, so Jets coaches have to mix it up a little bit. DeMello, Dylan, Pionk, Sandberg, Schmidt, the remaining 5. There's Dylan DeMello, Dylan Sandberg, and Brendan Dillon. It's a good name. Knights win a left circle faceoff. Stevenson for Stone. Side of the net got through Howden. Defended by Scheifele, while Hellebuck sticking out to center. Stevenson lands a hard hit on Nemesnikov as the puck goes into the Vegas zone. Fedor's back, fakes away from Wheeler, who has a game-high 6 hits. Stone ahead leads Stevenson, carries it in right side on his backhand. Stevenson behind the goal. Checked a couple of times by DeMello. Stevenson got hooked on his arm. No call. The stick of DeMello was right on the bicep of Stevenson. You could see him shake it off, and the blade didn't go away.
Finally he took his hand and pulled the stick off of his arm.
Jets send it in. Pietrangelo waiting for it. Fires back ahead, left wing Marchessault. Tried to go backwards, but it was deflected. Martinez deep into his own zone, finding Pietrangelo, and quickly back ahead. Amadio plays a rink wide left. Marchessault peels off left circle. Decked from behind by Pionk. From the corner, it's Jack Eichel. Marchessault tried to center, no room. Pulled loose by Amadio. To Pietrangelo. Blocker save Hellebuck. Pietrangelo with now 4 assists in the series. Looking for his first goal there. Jets working ahead. Adam Lowry across the line. Eichel shoved his man off the puck. Carried ahead by Vegas. Amadio backhands it right wing. Eichel across the line. Right circle. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Score! One, 2:15 to go in the second period.
Yeah, this is a shot on net, purposely put into the feet of Hellebuck, hoping, knowing he's got Kolasar driving down the middle of the ice, hoping he'll spill it, and he does. And Keegan, with a little backhander, slides it into the net. What a goal for Keegan Kolasar. And then he goes up against the glass, but in front of a bunch of Jets fans, and pounds the glass and smiles at them. What a moment for the kid from Brandon, raised here in the north end of Winnipeg.
Second career playoff goal for Kolasar in his 20th game in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Largest lead of the day. It's 4-1 Knights. 2 minutes to go in the second. Knights back in down the left side. Nicholas Waugh with Kolasar. Egan around to the right corner, follows the loose puck, sets it up. We've got a whistle and a penalty coming up.
Nick Waugh for boarding?
Vegas number 10, minor penalty, roughing.
Well, this is just, I'm not going to say it. They go both ways. Game's been well officiated, but, come on.
Nick got hit hard by Schmidt, and then Waugh was trying to swim through, so his arm came up. And his paw gets into the face of Schmidt. That's not normally something you see called. But the penalties have favored the Knights today. And as we often say, the marbles go both ways. Kolasar from Eichel and Amadio is the recent Vegas goal. Jack has 3 points today, 2 goals and 1 assist. Second career power play goal for Kolasar. Errant pass by the Jets, intended for Pionk, top of the umbrella, but it missed him and goes all the way down. So we'll see if the Jets can get anything going here. Vegas has had 9 consecutive shots on goal. Mentioned that it's been now just about 10 minutes since the last Jets shot. Here they go on the left side. Rim around to the near boards. Challenge and a loose puck. Scheifele right circle. Settles for Connor on the right wing. Down to the corner and Wheeler. Connor to the middle. High in the slot. Pionk Around to the left side, Dubois. Challenged by by Smith. Now it's a shot coming from out high, but it's wide of the cage from Pionk. In the left circle, it's Dubois. Coming up on the final minute of the period. There will be a few carryover seconds if the Jets don't score here. Right side, Connor looking back door. And the left, a shot blocked. Pietrangelo in the way. And another errant pass out of the zone. 45 seconds to go in the period. Wheeler was looking to get it to Neil Pionk and just missed him.
Laurent Brossoit moving so well in his net right now, Dan. He was right there on the spot.
Lowry across the line. To the outside right wing, Niederreiter. Down to the final 30 seconds of the period. The Jets trailing by 3. In the right corner, Stanley. Niederreiter diving for the puck, but Whitecloud played it first. Rimmed it out, couldn't clear. Nemesnikov kept it for Schmidt. Nemesnikov on the left wing side. Stone picks him up. Down toward the left circle. Stenlund couldn't get a shot away. Stone finds it and clears it. That'll bring us down to the final seconds of the period. And the crowd in Winnipeg not pleased with their team's play on the man advantage. Stone reaches in to flex a pass. It's Stenlund, extra feet for Lowry. Pad save! And the puck behind. The horn signals the end of the period. The Jets went about 11 minutes without a shot on goal. They finally got one, and it was a really good one. Brossoit's best save of the period. He only saw a handful of shots. 5 of them in that frame. Make it 4 in that frame. And so, Vegas takes a 3-goal lead to the third period. Knights 4, Jets 1 after 40 minutes. That was a terrific save by Laurent Brossoit. Again, only 4 shots in the second period, including the last one with about 2 seconds to go in the period. How about that? And again, it's a 4-1 lead for Vegas. Scoring in that period, favoring the Knights. Eichel from Pietrangelo and Smith on the power play. And then Colasar from Eichel and Amadio. Goals separated by 7 minutes. Eichel at 10:46, then Colasar at 17:45 to extend the Vegas lead to 4-1. Knights score the game's first couple of goals. Stevenson from Stone and Theodore at 2:52. And then Eichel on the power play from Stevenson and Pietrangelo. That was a 2-0 Vegas lead. Kyle Connor got one back for the Jets. Second of the series from DeMello and Dillon to make it 2-1 after 1. But Eichel with not 1, but 2 goals, both on the power play. Again, he had 2 power play goals all regular season. He had the second most even strength goals in franchise history, but that also means that not too much of his scoring came during the power play. 14 points in the regular season with the man advantage, and now he has scored both power play goals here in this postseason series through 2 2/3 of a game. Eichel from Pietrangelo and Smith, Colasar from Eichel and Amadio, the 2 goals in that period. Jack has himself a 3-point day, 2 goals, 1 assist. Other multi-point performers: Stevenson, 1 goal, 1 assist. Pietrangelo with 2 assists. So for Alex Pietrangelo, look at what he has done. Going back to last game, 2 assists there, and now 2 assists today, 4 assists, and the last couple of games for Alex Pietrangelo. 2 goals for Jack Eichel means that he has at least a tie for the series lead in goals. Adam Lowry has 3 as well. None today. We're expecting to hear from Alex Pietrangelo in just a moment. Today, Alex plays in career playoff game 114. Today, he has career postseason points 66 and 67. With assists 54 and 55. Got all that? Okay, good. Let's go downstairs now. Alex Pietrangelo ready to join us from outside the Knights dressing room. Hey, Alex, Dan Duva in the radio booth. Thanks very much for joining us. A 4-1 lead for your club. How have you done it?
Well, we're executing the O-zone, getting opportunities, and we're scoring. I mean, obviously, power play's done a good job. We're executing the way we wanted to. Sometimes you need the power play to score a few goals for you and get some momentum. But I thought we were doing a really good job playing forward all night. Said before, they're going to get chances, but it's not taking us away from our game when they do.
Why do you think with 2 power play goals today, it has been more effective?
Simple recipe. We're shooting the puck when we got an opportunity. sometimes they just go in, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you get bounces, sometimes you don't. So we're sticking with it. We're not getting frustrated if it doesn't go our way. First one that period wasn't very good, and we bounced back and got one. So resilient group we got.
Indeed. Keegan Colasar, Manitoba native, gets the fight early on, scores a goal, second of his playoffs career. Seems that there has been a contribution from up and down the lineup, and throw Keegan right in the middle of that.
Well, I mean, we know what we're getting from Keegs every single night, right? There's a reason why we love having him in the lineup. Steps up big there in the first period and gets rewarded with a goal. So, fun guy to play with, and one of the guys that does the, I guess you can say, uncomfortable things and puts an effort in every shift. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to play against him if I was the opposing players, because it's hard on pucks. He can make plays when he needs to, but he's a force down there.
Last thing, Alex, Jets have 11 shots through 2 periods. What do you have in mind for the third?
Not give them any more shots. I think we're doing a really good job. I mean, we're playing strong defensively. Like, they're getting opportunities. We're blocking shots when we need to. We're keeping the outside. So, we've done that all year. So, more of the same.
Alex, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dan.
Alex Pietrangelo from the Knights dressing room. He has a perspective on things as strong as anybody we've had on our broadcast. We had Alec Martinez on the pregame show, and he has played now 107 playoff games. Pietrangelo, 114 playoff games. What a solid top pair for the Knights. And you can hear it in how they break down the game, how they articulate what it means to play in these moments. They've not only been through it, they've both won Stanley Cups. Pietrangelo in 2019 for St. Louis, and Alec Martinez times 2, 2012 and 2014 with the Kings. How about those Kings, by the way? Beat the Edmonton Oilers in overtime yesterday. 2 wins in that series for the Kings, both coming in OT, 4-3 in Game 1, 3-2 in Game 3. And the Edmonton Oilers had a 4-2 win in Game 2. So 2-1 for the Kings in that series. The Knights do play the winner of the Oilers and the Kings. Game 4 is Sunday at 6 o'clock Pacific time in Los Angeles. This is the first of 4 games today. The others have not yet begun, but Ryan Wallace will get you a preview of that and take you through what has happened here so far. 4-1 Knights after 2 in Game 3 as Vegas looks to take a 2-1 series lead in the first round. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
We're chatting with our guest, always safety first, 811 Megaphone Man.
Call 811 before you dig.
You never stray from your mission of letting homeowners, landscapers, and excavators know you should always call 811 before you dig.
Call 811.
Call for both small and big jobs. And 2 working days in advance?
811.
Any parting words? And I'm guessing they will be...
Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Southwest Gas.
811.
Hockey fans, are you ready for the playoffs? The time has come for the ultimate showdown on the ice, and the excitement is in the air. Don't miss a single second of the playoff action. Head to the Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook inside Virgin Hotels Las Vegas for the ultimate watch party to catch all of the high-stakes games. Plus, when you make a $25 bet, you'll get an entry for your chance to win lower-level Knights playoff tickets. The Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook is the place to be. Must be 21 years of age. Wagers only accepted in Nevada.
Hey, Chuck, I gotta tell you, I love the fact that I can find out exactly how much I qualify for at Dollar Loan Center, even before I need a loan.
People are always curious about how much cash they can get, and it's way better to know this before you're in a pinch. Let's say you don't quite need a loan today, but might every so often and really just want to find out how much you qualify for and how it works. We do this every day at Dollar Loan Center, and the customers really dig it.
And it's free, right?
Of course. Not only is it free to find out how much you qualify for, but new customers get their first loan free.
That was Chuck, and to celebrate 25 years in business, he's offering free loans to all new customers. No fee to apply and a week of free interest. We have over 50 locations. Apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com. Don't forget, your first loan is free in 2023 at the DLC.
Free loan means if you pay off your loan in 1 week or less, the interest is free. You are still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet the normal loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Silver State Schools Credit Union opened its first branch in the Las Vegas community 70 years ago. We're proud to say that for the last 70 years, we've been committed to our members and making their financial dreams a reality.
People over profit, Silver State Schools Credit Union.
Become a member today and have a financial partner for life.
By Members' Choice, this institution is not federally insured. Shares insured up to $250,000 by ASI. Full details at silverstatecu.com.
Listen up! Your share at winning over $500,000 in free fuel and products is just a tap away with the Terrible Social House app.
Yes!
With a qualifying purchase at the pump or in-store, you can shop, spin, and win directly on your phone. Win free products that you can redeem instantly in-store, or if you're feeling lucky, you could land on free fuel towards your next fill-up. Shop, spin, and win. Download and play today. Terribles. Deliberately different since 1959. Go to terribles.com for more details.
Now, here's Brian Wallace with the Intermission Report on the Golden Knights Radio Network.
The second intermission is presented by Barry's Downtown Prime at Circle Las Vegas. The Golden Knights up 4-1 on the Winnipeg Jets after 2 periods of play. Taking a look at the highlights in that second period. I talked about in the pregame show that the Golden Knights power play was primed to break out, and break out it did. Jack Eichel, one-timer from the circle, puts Vegas up 3-1.
To Stone, looking across. Stevenson, extra pass. Smith, stopped by Hellebuck. Smith then collides with the referee in the corner. Gets the puck eventually, but Hellebuck is back in his crease. Eichel scores from the left circle. One-timer set up by Pietrangelo. 3-1 Vegas. Jack Eichel with 2 power play goals in the game.
Jack Eichel's third of the postseason. Another power play goal from Alex Pietrangelo and Riley Smith. 10:46 of the second period made it 3-1 Vegas. And then late in the period, the Golden Knights would add to their lead as Keegan Colasar chipped home his first of the postseason.
Eichel across the line. Right circle, he shoots. Save, rebound, score! Keegan Colasar follows up to get the Knights their 4th goal. The rebound chance for the Knights. Colasar, earlier a fight. Now a goal. The Knights lead 4-1.
Keegan Colasar from Jack Eichel and Michael Amadio, 17:45 of the second period. Makes it 4-1 Vegas, and that's where we stand after 2 periods of play. Out-of-town scores are presented by Betfred. Visit Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook inside the Virgin Hotel. Toronto and Tampa Bay drops the puck at 4 o'clock. That series tied at 1. The Devils and the Rangers goes at 5 p.m. Rangers up 2-0 in that series. And later tonight, Colorado and Seattle, they'll drop the puck at 7 o'clock. That series tied at 1. The Golden Knights Express is operating now to get you to and from the Fortress. Fees are only $4 round trip with stops all over the valley. For more information, visit rtcsnv.com today. Here, after 2, the Golden Knights up 4-1 on the Winnipeg Jets in game number 3. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the rewards program that loves it when you date night, bet the perfect parlay, lounge poolside, shiatsu, bottle service. Yeah, hit me. Shop till you drop. And then some. Earn and redeem on countless amazing experiences at MGM Resorts. This is MGM Rewards. Why be a guest when you can be a member? Visit MGMRewards.com for more. Earning and redemption limitations may apply to certain purchases in certain states.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct. I let in the sun rays, but less of the heat stays. Universal Windows Direct. I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct.
That license 77650.
You know, a lot of lawyers who advertise here don't even live here. If they say Nevada, they're not from around here. If they think our capital is Las Vegas, they're not from around here. I'm Richard Harris, and I am from Nevada. I grew up here. I went to school here. I raised my family here. No one knows Nevada like we do. If you've been injured, call me, Richard Harris, of the Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444, just in case.
The playoffs are here, and Golden Knights fans can discover why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every playoff game mean more than ever. Go for the goal with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager. Nevada only. Please gamble responsibly. For help, please call 1-800-522-4700. MGMResorts.com/GameSense.
I'm a talking gopher, here to encourage you to buy insurance. Because you should always listen to the advice of spokes animals. After all, who knows more about protecting your home and car than an articulate gopher like me? So let's get down to it.
This spokes animal has been interrupted by AAA Insurance. With affordable auto and home insurance, plus America's most recommended roadside, AAA doesn't need talking gophers because we offer coverage confidence. Visit AAA.com for details and choose coverage confidence. AAA. Outsmart life.
Stay up to date with the latest from the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights. Here on Fox Sports Las Vegas, 98.9 FM and 1340 AM KKGK Las Vegas.
We're about to start the third period, but first, here's Ryan Wallace with the intermission wrap-up on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Vegas Nighthawks' second season is underway at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson. Don't miss your chance to bring the family out to a game and catch the excitement of the Indoor Football League. Visit nighthawksfootball.com for details. It's the intermission report. Golden Knights up 4-1 on the Winnipeg Jets after 2 periods of play. Game 3 Stanley Cup playoffs, round number 1. Stats of the period presented by the UPS Store, your locally owned print and business services center. Shot 16-5 in favor of the Golden Knights in that second period. Shot attempts 23-18 Vegas. Scoring chances 11-10, the slight edge to the Winnipeg Jets, and high danger 3-2 Winnipeg, according to Natural Stat Trick All Situations. Hits 45-26 in favor of the Jets. The Golden Knights 2 for 3 on the power play. Winnipeg 0 for 3 on the power play. Vegas with 4 giveaways, 5 takeaways, 14 block shots. The Jets with 6 giveaways, 4 takeaways, and 15 block shots. There was a push from Winnipeg, though the Golden Knights did a good job weathering that storm, and once they were able to get out of their own zone effectively, through the neutral zone cleanly, the Golden Knights really did take this game back over, back half of the second period. Third period action's coming up next. Dan and Gary, they've got the call. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
At Smith's, you can find the highest quality products at a great price in every aisle, every day with Kroger brand. So you can stock up on your household favorites that are tried, tested, and loved by you. Because when you get the products you love at great prices, it feels like winning. Shop now, in-store, or online. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Hey, Golden Knights fans. Luck is overflowing at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, Southern California's home of huge prizes and jackpots. Stay at our 4-star resort and experience world-class gaming, dining, and entertainment like never before. This March, don't miss your chance to win a 2023 Maserati Levante GT or up to $100,000 every Thursday. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
T-Mobile keeps you connected to your Vegas Golden Knights. Whether you're cheering for your favorite player at the Fortress or watching highlights in the air with in-flight Wi-Fi on us, get coverage beyond the expected. T-Mobile keeps you connected to the hat tricks, dirty dangles, and barn burners this season. Switch to T-Mobile now and stay connected to the Knights all season long. Go, Knights, go!
Coverage not available in some areas. Select US airline in-flight Wi-Fi and international roaming are available, included in qualifying plans. See T-Mobile.com/travel.
Hi, I'm David Wise, 3-time Olympic medalist and proud Nevadan. I'm a registered donor. Did you know that more than 100,000 people in America are waiting on a life-saving transplant? I support Nevada Donor Network's efforts to raise awareness on organ, eye, and tissue donation. One heroic donor can save and heal up to 75 lives. Everyone has the power to be someone's hero. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
Hi, I'm attorney Adam Kuttner. I grew up playing hockey. To win in hockey, you have to be aggressive, you have to work hard, and you have to have a great team. And it's no different when I'm representing my clients in their personal injury cases. My team and I work hard to get you the maximum settlement as quickly as possible, because winning is everything.
If you've been injured in an accident, ask attorney Adam Kuttner, 702-382-0000. That's 382-0000.
Back to the Knights versus the Jets in their Stanley Cup playoff series on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
I have a Brinkside at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Knights 4, Jets 1, headed to the third. I'm Dan Duva with Golden Knights insider Gary Lawless. Gary is brought to us by Findlay Honda of Henderson.
Well, we won't be driving our Finley of Henderson Hondas today. They'll be walking back to the hotel. The only thing remaining in question is whether or not Vegas will lead the series 2-1 or trail it 2-1.
We've got a 3-goal lead. First time in Keegan Colasar's career, regular season or otherwise, that he has a goal and a fight in the same game. So obviously no Gordy Howe hat tricks yet. We'll keep an eye on that. Start the period with a few carryover seconds of a Watt Minor penalty that expires at a whistle and an icing against the Jets. So they can't even get an offensive zone face-off following the
offside, I think, Dan, or a tick. It looked like they were calling icing, but now they're going to move it all the way down and say it was intentional offside against Vegas. Which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, in any case, Nick Waugh's penalty expires. You can see Jack Eichel on the bench. He looks dazed and confused, and now Bruce Cassidy wants an explanation. Oh, well. Penalty is over, so the Knights are now officially 3 for 3 on the kill. They are 2 for 3 on the power play, and those power plays are brought to you by SunPower, today's energy store. At the face-off, Carlson won it. It's up to his knees, had been locked up with Dubois. Vegas clears the zone. Knights in white going left to right. Jets in all blue from right to left. They've got the puck. Dillon ahead. Passed it to the line. Connor spun around by Smith. Martinez reached in, poked the puck away to Riley Smith. He guides it towards center, and it went off the stick. Oh, it touched somebody. Over at the Vegas bench, I believe, and everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. There's only going to be a face-off outside the Vegas line. I guess it went off of somebody at the Knights bench?
Well, I think actually it hit somebody, and the puck went out and then came back in, and Kyle Connor played it from the offensive side of the blue line, making himself offside.
A couple of weird whistles here in the first half minute of the period.
Don't trust me on anything.
Of strange whistles, but of no major consequence. Mark Stone slides the puck up the wall. He kind of whipped on it, but it worked well to get to Stevenson. Second time that's happened today. Puck ends up behind the Jets now. Connor Hellebuck has made 22 saves on 26 Vegas shots. Jets in on the left side to Mesnikov. Lost it. Stone clears it towards Howden. Couple of Manitoba natives. They'll dump it in. Hellebuck out to his left, just above the goal line. Twists it behind the goal. Stone reaches in, almost lifted Wheeler's stick. Wheeler kept the possession alive. Jets still in their own zone as Vegas makes changes.
Mark Stone looks fantastic.
Playing here in his home neck of the woods. Now Mike Amadio doing his best Mark Stone impersonation with a steal in the high slot. Lifts the puck in. Marchessault gives chase. Almost picked it off behind the net. White Cloud slows the breakout for the Jets. The near side. Hit by Amadio on Appleton. Couple of number 22s. Haig played it up the boards. Morgan Barron cut it off. White Cloud played it forward, and now it's sent all the way down for an icing.
The big question for the Jets coming out of this game, they were already missing Nikolai Ehlers' big piece of their offense. And now you have to wonder, like, for Josh Morrissey to leave this game as early as he did and not come back, this isn't a little nagging injury. And his availability for Game 4 immediately in question.
We also heard that Kevin Stanley might not be able to go today. He had been unavailable in the games at the end of the regular season, but he did get in for each of these playoff games. Obviously, he has played and scored a goal last time. Only one goal for the Jets today. Connor from DeMello and Dillon. Vegas with 4 goals. Here's a right wing shot. There's a goal for the Jets. In transition inside the right post. And now it's a 2-goal game. Niederreiter, who has made himself a physical presence, now contributes offensively for the Jets. First goal of the playoffs. He had 6 as a member of the Jets in 22 regular season games, coming over in a trade. Got the puck at the top of the right circle. Looked like there was an attempt to block it by Pietrangelo. I don't know if it goes off of Pietrangelo or through Pietrangelo. Looked like it got through it and beat Brossoit at the short side post, glove side.
Yeah, well, Vegas has started this period pretty flat. And now all of a sudden, the crowd is back into it, and so are the Jets. Lots of hockey left.
It's their first shot on goal of the period. They had only 4 the entire second period. Knights dump it in. Kolasar, Barbashev, and Waugh. Hellebuck from behind his net rims it out. Pietrangelo takes it down the wall. To the middle. Waugh shoots save. From 10 feet out, Hellebuck makes the stop on Waugh. Out of the corner, Pietrangelo looked out high. Nobody at the top of the umbrella. So Martinez all the way back to his own end. Quickly ahead for Pietrangelo. Right side of center, flips it in the air, diagonally left on the dump in. Carlson to Smith, looks into the slot toward Kessel, but it was nudged away. Off the stick and out to the neutral zone. Here's Sandberg, works it in, around the rim, clockwise. Connor lost it to Carlson, looks right, banks it ahead. Kessel into the zone, through the right circle, peels off, protects it on the high right side. Curls to the slot, he's got some room, he put it side of the goal. Redirect just missed from Carlson. Standing at the left post. Passes out left wall McNabb. Rims it back behind. Intercepted before it got to Carlson. Stretch pass misses Connor. It's an icing against the Jets. Mark Stone ensuring that the Knights would win that race to ensure an icing.
Mark Scheifele has been pulled from this top line and replaced by Niederreiter. So now it's Dubois between Niederreiter and Connor. Scheifele scored 42, I think, in the regular season.
Correct.
For the Jets, but is always a guy that his defensive
false start at the face-off.
His defensive prowess or lack thereof is something that is always talked about here in this hockey-mad market. And the coach, Rick Bowness, not afraid to staple Scheifele to the bench from time to time.
Knights control the face-off. Offensive zone on the right side now. It's Howden with Stevenson trying to work it free. Dubois pulls it loose. Starts up the far side. Dubois slowed by Stevenson. Dubois does get across the red to dump it in, but that group is changing. Knights recover the puck. Whitecloud works up the middle. Across the red, dumps it right side. Hard rim around counterclockwise there and waiting Adam Lowry as the Knights now change players. Winnipeg, the quick up. Appleton backs his way into the zone. Run off by Pietrangelo. Cleared out of the zone by Eichel. It slides across the Jets line. Back goes DeMello. Rims it around. Lowry in front of his bench, met by Eichel. Amadio the second wave, but Lowry got the pass ahead. Now it's played in DeMello to the right, and the shot comes on. Save Brossois. Rebound across. Appleton, turnaround shot save. Up near the collar of Brossois. He covers it right at his knees. He's got the whistle. Morgan Barron buzzing in. Almost had a rebound opportunity. We're in the opening 5 minutes of period 3. Golden Knights 4, Jets 2. This was a 2-0 Vegas lead. Jets got 1 back in the first. Knights made it 4-1 in the second period. Jets have 1 goal here in the third with just a couple of shots. Jets goals, Kyle Connor from Dylan DeMello and Brendan Dillon. The one here in the third at 2:04. Nino Niederreiter from Pierre-Luc Dubois and Neil Pionk.
Scheifele now with Nemesnikov and Wheeler.
Nick Waugh wins the face-off against Scheifele. Knights clear the zone. Tumbles back toward the Jets line. Now Scheifele's been playing on the wing, Gary. It's been an interesting aspect for Rick Bowness. Trying to find minutes for these guys. Wheeler tips it along to Nemesnikov, who sweeps behind. He's centered. McNabb blocked it. Nemesnikov, deft by McNabb, far corner. Nemesnikov pops back up. Waugh stays with him up the far boards. Out at the right point, handled by Neil Pionk. Rims it down low. McNabb tripped up by Scheifele. McNabb up and chips it away. Kolasar spins away from a sandwich. Gets knocked to his knees in the corner, helped by McNabb. Up the wall it goes, kept in. Down to the left, Schmidt fires, kick save, rebound, swept aside by Kolasar. Waugh clears the zone. Already 4 shots on goal here in the period for the Jets. Scheifele is in, centered, caught down by Whitecloud. Quick sticked it to the corner before Kyle Connor could get it. Now Schmidt slows the breakout. Feeds left for Kyle Connor. On the outside left wall. To the left point, Schmidt. To the weak side right. Niederreiter off the boards. Turns and shoots. Save Brossois with the blocker. Started out by Phil Kessel. Heated from behind by Connor. Vegas did clear the zone. Jets dump it back in. Off the railing, left corner. Connor in the left circle. Tapped away by Carlson. Right to the waiting Phil Kessel. Skates to center. Lofts it in toward the far corner. Knights 4, Jets 2. 14-15 to go, third period. Jets have life here with an early third period goal. Jets dump it in. Down the left side, Dubois centered. It sailed on him, but out in front, off the skate. Handled by Haig. He banks it through center. It'll go all the way down and miss the goal by 3 feet. So it's an icing.
The Jets have flipped the ice here in the third so far. Brossoit has been sharp except for the one goal. Not that it was a bad goal. There's been lots of action around him.
Draw coming up to Brossoit's left. Stevenson against Scheifele. Sitting there at the dot. The puck has not moved. Nemesnikov gets a secondary win. Pinned to the railings by Haig. Far corner. Up the boards it goes. Brett Howden knocked off a stick. Haig swung and missed. Tied up by Nemesnikov. Puck goes behind. Whitecloud to Haig. Using the railing. He clears the zone. Will it be enough for icing? Waved off. No icing. And the Knights can change players. Stone rushes in on the forecheck. Joined by Howden. Pass gets through both of them, but just barely. Nemesnikov at center. In for Scheifele down the middle to the outside right. And chipped back below the goal line. Centering pass was broken up by Eichel. Carried out by Brett Howden. Looks left wing, has Martinez. Skates in with Eichel. To the outside left, Marchessault shoots. Blocked. Jets have the carom for a moment. Matteo speeds in. Keeps it in the offensive zone. Down toward the left corner. Nemesnikov angles it away from Marchessault. Finally batted up the boards and out to center. Martinez backhands it across the neutral zone to the right. Amadio is across the line. He is impeded there. Puck comes backward. Pietrangelo from center lofts it in. On goal. Knights have tagged up and re-entered. Amadio with Marchessault. Lowry just barely tips it wide of Nick Waugh. Jets are in. Onside going left. Appleton. He shoots. Tipped wide through the net mouth. Off of Morgan Barron's stick in front. Out to the high right. Waugh poked it loose from Lowry. Chopped back down the boards by DeMello. McNabb trying to stay with Barron. Falls over. Barron then hands it off deep on the right side. Low to high. DeMello's drive blocked. Amadio in the way. DeMello grabs it in the neutral zone. Vegas can get one player off. Amadio replaced by Barbashev. Jets dump it back in. Around the rim it goes. Far side and into the right circle down in the corner. McNabb against Appleton. Up the boards. Barbashev skates it out. Barbashev uses the left side wall to gain the neutral zone. He couldn't carry it all the way in, but now a tip pass. Colasar down the middle. His pocket picked in the high slot. Jets go the other way. 2-on-3 through center. They'll dump it in. Manalainen gives chase. Carlson breaks. Dropped it off. There's Nick Haig. Haig for Barbashev, who tips it through center. Connects at the offensive line by Colasar. Knocked over by Neil Pionk. Colasar from his knees trying to help out, but Pionk guides it backward. Jets have control. Under 12 minutes to go, third period. Vegas 4, Winnipeg 2 in game 3. Series tied at 1 apiece. Pionk carries in, right circle, shoots, glove save. Look out, collision afterwards. Haig ends up on top of one of the Jets behind the cage. Crowd gets a reaction, but nothing more on the ice. Neil Pionk skates away.
Haig slipped after the play. And Pionk is kind of holding onto him, and they both crashed to the ice. No harm, no foul.
Timeout with 11:35 to go in the third. 4-2 Vegas. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Bet like the pros with Circa Sports, the official jersey sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Get all the benefits of the world's largest sportsbook right at your fingertips with the Circa Sports app. Experience the highest betting limits, lowest hold percentage, and the best customer service. Download your new bookie today and bet like a pro from anywhere in Nevada. CircaSports.com, the official jersey sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
UMC, your hometown hospital since 1931, is proud to partner with our hometown team, the Vegas Golden Knights. As the team's exclusive hospital provider, we stand rinkside, ready to keep our Golden Knights in top shape, just as we stand by our community with the highest level of care in the state. It's UMC's commitment to excellence for everyone in our hometown. Visit us online at umcsn.com.
My grades were bad.
I appeared to be doing good at my school life, but if you would see me at home, it would have been a completely different story.
I mean, it was just rough focusing on school when your mother is somebody you have to take care of.
There are students who need somebody.
Communities in Schools is helping more than 1.3 million kids get whatever they need to succeed in school. You can help change the picture of education at communitiesinschools.org.
I hear people say we can't save every kid, but I think that we can.
Back to Winnipeg for more Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Zappos.com is an official partner of the Golden Knights. Check out Zappos.com today. Golden Knights 4, Jets 2, 11:35 left, third period in Game 3. From the face-off, shot comes on. Brossoit makes the save. It went off the stick into the air, and then he secured it with the glove. Basket style. We'll do it again in the right circle.
Well, Brossoit didn't have very much work for the first two periods. Made a couple big saves when challenged, but he's been a lot busier here in the third period. I think that's 10 shots now, isn't it, Dan?
It should be 9.
9? Okay.
They gave the Jets 6 in the first, 5 in the second, game total of 11 through 2. And they have 20 right now, so 9 shots in the third. From the face-off, this time the Vegas Golden Knights get it. Out and ahead for Stevenson on the left. Backwards, Martinez drive, gloved and held by Hellebuck for the whistle. Knights had 10 shots in the first, 16 in the second, so 26 for the game. And they're up to 30 overall.
Press box here is jammed with coverage. Vegas radio, Winnipeg radio, Vegas television, Canadian national television, U.S. national television, and then Vegas Spanish radio, Jesus Lopez.
Great to see Jesus traveling for the playoff games. Jesus, of course, in attendance for all the games at T-Mobile Arena. Jets came in with the puck, but the Knights poke it right back the other way. Brendan Dillon to his own zone. Forward pass off, a Jets skate. Amadio carries it ahead. Down the left side, and the Knights can change players. Amadio gets bumped by 2 Jets down low. Helped out in the corner by Eichel. Amadio digs in once more. Another assist today. Sits it up for Eichel. Side of the goal and save. Hellebuck sealing the post on his blocker's side. Marcia low to high. McNabb rink wide right. Almost picked off by Scheifele. Theodore kept it in, but now he's got to back off. Jets in the neutral zone. A giveaway. Amadio again. Feeling a check coming. He just dumps it in. Getting around Brendan Dillon. Amadio goes off. Eichel and Marchessault stay on. Deep on the right wing side. Jets pull it away. And out comes Scheifele. Deals rink wide right. Schmidt speeds into the zone. Former Knights defenseman. Breaks. Feeds the slot. Intercepted by Smith. Riley comes ahead with the puck. To the red line. Flips it towards the right wing corner. Marchessault gives chase. First man to it. Neil Pionk. Brings it around. Mason Appleton comes ahead. Bumped by Carlson. Appleton at the red line. Dumps it in. Brossoit stops it behind his goal. 10 minutes to go, third period. Vegas 4, Winnipeg 2, here in Game 3. Carlson works ahead with Kessel. Carlson drifting, skating toward the left wing side. He got double teamed. Not sure what to do with the puck, and the Jets take it away. Across the line, onside, flip toward the middle, sailed over Barron's stick. A saucer pass that had too much air. Backwards it goes. Sandberg in the neutral zone. Across to Neil Pionk, plays it ahead. Jets lose it coming into the zone. Knights will change it up. Jets will change it as well.
Vegas has found its rhythm again, Dan. Getting the puck in and moving together, connected again, up and down the ice as a unit of 5. They weren't early in the period.
Sandberg steps in, puts a weak shot on goal. Brossoit sticks it away. Pietrangelo behind his net. Down to the far boards, pokes it up the wall and out to center.
This fourth line needs to find a way to get the puck in deep and do some work in the offensive zone. They've been pinned down in their own zone too often.
On the entry, they deny a possession for Dubois. Cleared out by Martinez. Hoping for Colasar. Niederreiter intercepted. Colasar managed to stop the puck so Brent Howden could control and dump it in. As now Niederreiter is sort of poking at Colasar with his stick as they both go off. Jets coming ahead. McNabb cuts it off. Jets now forced to dump it in, but first they've got to tag up. They re-enter. Brossoit behind his goal for McNabb. 8:30 to go in the third period. Vegas 4, Winnipeg 2. Knights send it in and ice it.
Vegas had the puck, and the Jets had to tag up, and instead of being quick with it. Vegas took their time, set up behind their own net. Maybe they thought the Jets were going to change. They didn't. They reloaded, got down, and now forced Theodore to ice the puck. Unforced error for the Golden Knights. This is playoff hockey. You got it. Every shift, every detail is critical. Give the Jets another goal, and boy, oh boy, this building will come on fire, and you got a barn burner on your hands.
The 2-goal lead is so dangerous. It seems like you've got a decent advantage, but one goal, and it's a 1-goal game, and then anything can happen. Knights cleared the zone. Sent back in by the Jets. This time Theodore to McNabb. The quick up to Amadio. From the red line, he slides it all the way down. There's smart play by Mike Amadio, ensuring he got the puck in. And now Marchessault and Eichel come on. Whitecloud and Hagar, the defenseman. Around the rim it comes. Fortunate bounce. Amadio swings it left for Jack Eichel. 3 points today. Eichel, a wide 3-on-2. Eichel to the middle. Dropped it off. Haig shoots. Deflected over the cage. Right corner, Jack Eichel. Behind to Marchessault. Pivoting down low. In the trapezoid, comes to the right corner, and Eichel is there. Jack at the right goal line. Starts in behind the goal. Eichel around to the left wing corner. Low to high for Haig. Thought about a risker. Finds Elaine. He shoots. Save Hellebuck. Rebound. Eichel in front. He steps left. He shoots. And it's covered by Hellebuck.
The other factor is Winnipeg's down to 5 defensemen, and they're gassed. You've got to make them play in their own zone. Make them work. Grind it out of them.
Top pair defenseman Josh Morrissey, who plays 24 minutes a game, injured in the first period. Only a minute and change of ice time today. 4-2 Vegas, 7:31 to go, third period. Vegas will have an offensive zone faceoff when we come back. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights radio network.
T-Mobile keeps you connected to your Vegas Golden Knights. Whether you're cheering for your favorite player at the Fortress or watching highlights in the air with in-flight Wi-Fi on us, get coverage beyond the expected. T-Mobile keeps you connected to the hat tricks, dirty dangles, and barn burners this season. Switch to T-Mobile now and stay connected to the Knights all season long. Go, Knights, go!
Coverage not available in some areas. Select US airline in-flight Wi-Fi and international roaming are available, included in qualifying plans. See T-Mobile.com/travel.
You know, I've heard the local small business community just loves the DLC. Why is that, Chuck?
Look, small businesses have one goal. That's to get new customers and keep current customers. But sometimes their customers are short on money. That's where we come in. Vets, doctors, dentists, apartment complexes, auto repair shops. Really any small business that sells anything can send their customers to us.
And you hook their customers up with the cash they need. Brilliant. No wonder they send their customers to Dollar Loan Center.
We're also the perfect place to send your employees when they hit you up for an advance on their paycheck or a loan.
That was Chuck. And to celebrate 25 years in business, he's offering free loans to all new customers. No fee to apply and a week of free interest. Apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com. Your first loan is free in 2023 at the DLC.
Free loan means that you pay off your loan in 1 week or less. The interest is free. You are still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by the Data Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimum loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Back to more Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Welcome back. Knights lead 4-2. 7:30 to go in the third. Carlson took an offensive zone draw, and he steals it away. Delayed penalty, though, and a holding call. Phil Kessel can't believe it.
Yeah, it's a bad call.
Vegas number 8, Mono Browning, holding the stick.
Holding the stick is the penalty against Phil. And the way that Phil does, arguing as much as you'll see him argue. So the Jets get a power play. They're 0 for 3 in the game. This will be their fourth.
Yeah, this is dangerous stuff for Vegas. Lots of time left here, 7 minutes.
Power play is brought to you by SunPower, today's energy store. 2 of Vegas's 4 goals are power play goals. Both for the Jets at even strength. Winnipeg wins the faceoff. Pionk around to the right wing side. From the circle, a shot. Connor stopped by Brossois. Scheifele on the left wing side. Needles it towards the net where it's picked off. Cleared toward the line by Martinez. Not out. Kept in by Pionk. Floats it toward the right. Kyle Connor at the goal line. Behind the net for Wheeler. Around to the left, Scheifele. Bodied by Stevens. Oh, the puck got Petrangelo in the face and a shot. Saved by Brossois. Connor on the right side. Pietrangelo watching and holding his face as he defends the crease. Puck got him right in the mouth. Out at the right point, it's Pionk. Pionk shoots, gloved, stopped by Brossois. He gets the whistle. Fell out of his glove, but he was on top of it quickly. As Pietrangelo, now with his glove off, reaches for his face.
He's trying to see if he's pulling teeth out.
Ugh. Minute 16 on the power play for the Jets. Trailing 4-2. 6:41 left, third period. Well, at least it wasn't a hard slap shot from the point or something like that. It was a pass, relatively close quarters, the bottom of the left wing circle for the Jets. Knights will go with Whitecloud and Pietrangelo having gone off. McNabb and Whitecloud with Carlson and Smith. Minute 16 on the power play for the Jets. Scheifele a right circle draw to the left of Brossois. Face off the skate to the middle. A big shot. Save Brossois. Here is Blocker. Compact save for Brossois on the big shot from Pionk. And over at the bench gallery, we watch Pietrangelo. Looks like Mike Muir doing some work. Pietrangelo is in a seated position, but bent over. He's got a towel of some kind on his face. Draw left side, Dubois against Carlson. William wins it for Vegas. McNabb rims it around, but it stays in the zone for Connor. Reverses the rim. Down to the near side. Whitecloud trying to play it forward. Went off a partition. Off the stick. Smith carries out shorthanded with Carlson across the line. Carlson shoots. Save. Rebound is loose. And the Jets get it. Back they come. Smith and Carlson hustling back. Jets 3 men at the line. Scheifele, left wing. Slides it. Loses the puck. It's out to center. Miscommunication between Scheifele and Pionk, I think. Jets get Carlson off. And he is replaced by Stevenson. It's Scheifele deep on the left side. 30 on the power play. Pionk straight on. Left circle, Scheifele shoots and scores! Bart Scheifele, top right corner. It's a one-goal game. Scheifele's first point of the postseason. It's a big one. And the crowd here in Winnipeg erupts. We got a hockey game with under 6 minutes to go.
Game of inches. Mark Stone has an opportunity. It just goes off his stick, and he can't quite clear it. And then Scheifele is able to walk down. And he's got one of the best releases in the National Hockey League. There's traffic. Brossois doesn't see it, doesn't pick it up. By the time he does, he tries to go to his left to make the save. It's not there.
Whitecloud was in the shooting lane, but couldn't block it. Knights are so good at blocking shots. They're best in the league at that. And it got top right corner on Brossois. You figure he's seen a few of those during his 3 seasons as a member of the Jets during practice. Scheifele, the righty, top of the left circle, just pulled the trigger. 42 goals in the regular season, and now 1 here in the playoffs for Scheifele. 19th of his postseason career in Game 36. All with the Jets, of course. First round pick a dozen years ago. So it's a 4-3 Vegas lead. 2 goals for the Jets here in the third. 5:35 to go in regulation. Play up the near side of Stevenson ahead with Howden into the zone. Stevenson through the right circle, dropped it off. In front save. Howden on the doorstep. He could not propel it through Hellebuck. Knights get new players on. Pietrangelo is on the ice. Now joined by Martinez with Eichel, Amadio, and Marchessault. Jets right to left. And it's an interception by Marchessault. Plays it ahead, but off Amadio's stick and handcuffed him. Niederreiter comes ahead. It's a delayed offside on the dump-in. Vegas gets the puck. Pietrangelo ahead. Played it towards Amadio. Off the stick. Eichel passes left. Martinez dumps it in with 5 minutes to play. Around the rim. Puck comes to Marchessault. Bottom of the right circle. He gets tripped up. Trying to center. It goes to Amadio. Now Marchessault again. Bodied hard on the near boards. Played it toward the corner. Marchessault. Hard centering pass. Sails on him. Around to the far side. Jets get the puck, and they do clear it, but Eichel gets control in front of his bench. Deals across and backward to Pietrangelo. Forward to Marchessault. He dumps it in. 4:30 to go. Knights at 35 shots. Jets at 24 shots. They got 13 shots in this period alone, after just 11 in the first 2 periods combined. Kolesov with a goal and a fight today. Out there with Waugh and Barbashev fighting for the puck at the Jets' blue line. Pops loose to Kyle Connor. From the right, he dumps it in. Brossoit slows it behind the Vegas net. Whitecloud is back. Using the far glass, Barbashev hacks it to the neutral zone. Fourth line begins to change. Kolasar stuck on the opposite wing. Carried ahead now, shot in by Schmidt on goal. Brossoit leaves it in play. Behind his net for Whitecloud. Rims it ahead, Scheifele cut it off. Fight for it on the near boards. 3:45 to go in the third. Vegas leads 4-3. On the near side wall, Brossoit watches to his right. Wheeler, stick check. Kolasar, long shift for him. Trying to fight with Wheeler to get the puck out of the zone. And now it is cleared out by Stevenson. Howden striding after the loose puck. Schmidt gets position just barely in time. Schmidt plays it through center. Nemesnikov at the red line. Lost the puck, gets it back, chips it in. Down into the near corner. McNabb is back, off the stick. Carlson swats it ahead. Now it's Mark Stone. Across to the left. Stevenson. Theodore skates in. On the right side, Theodore backhands it around the rim. Carlson picks it up left corner. Bumped there by Neil Pionk. 2-on-2 battle in the far corner. Hellebuck watches to his right. In the corner, it's William Carlson with Nicholas Waugh. Waugh finds the puck, slides it along for Smith to the line. McNabb shoots off the pad of Hellebuck in wide right. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Vegas leading 4-3. Jets coming ahead. Lowry on the far side. Stood up by McNabb. Smith clears the zone. Bounces right at the center logo. Knights are changing. Schmidt carries it in. The former Knight down the slot. Bodied off. Eichel gets the puck, and he lifts it towards center. Jets get it again. They're trying to change. In comes Dubois. Eichel muscles him off, and then it looked like Eichel got an elbow in the face from Dubois. Play continues. Knights on the breakout. Bumped into the zone down the left wing side. Marchessault to Barbashev. Marchessault down to it in the left corner. He is double teamed. Eichel goes in to help out. Barbashev was tripped up down low. Jets go the other way. Connor down the right side. Connor to the corner. Forced off the puck by Eichel. Uses the near side wall to clear the zone. It'll go out and slowly down, so no icing. With 2:05 to go in the third period. Vegas 4 and Winnipeg 3 in Game 3. The winner of this game takes a 2-1 series lead, and now the Jets guilty of icing. 2 minutes to go.
Jack Eichel just had one of the best shifts you'll see from a center, and none of it was about offense. All defensive. Shadowed Kyle Connor all the way down the ice, picked his pocket, broke it out. Jack Eichel is growing into the player that Bruce Cassidy wanted him to be. He wanted him to be Patrice Bergeron style. An offensive juggernaut at one end and one of the best 200-foot players as well. He's doing it right now, Danny.
Face-off left circle for the Knights. We'll keep an eye on goaltender Connor Hellebuck. If the Jets get the puck into the Vegas zone, Rick Bowness will be waving him over to the bench for a sixth attacker. Jets win the draw. Scheifele on it. Jets clear the zone. It misses Whitecloud and Dubois, and it is another icing. Crowd thought that Dubois had won the race, but McNabb had won the race.
The crowd didn't hear the whistle. The whistle blew, so McNabb eased up, and then Dubois passed him. Dubois shaking his head. He knows the rules.
We have such a terrific view here at Canada Life Center. This arena was built for the American League's Manitoba Moose.
Well, kind of. We'll get into that.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. They played here, and then the Jets came here. It's a long story. You get the idea, but the point is it's a small building. And so our position is suspended from the rafters, so we're looking more vertically than we typically do in NHL buildings. Knights win the left circle faceoff. Stevenson for Martinez left point. Alex slides it down low. Jets take it down low, and they can't clear. Good work. First by Eichel, now by Stevenson, and now Stone as well, as the puck is in the left corner. 1:38 to go. Jets trying to fish it out. They cannot. Stevenson working hard to keep it tied up against the yellow kick plate. Down to the far corner. Finally pulled out by Brendan Dillon. He's played a few playoff games against the Knights. A couple of series against Vegas as a member of the Sharks. And now a series against Vegas with the Jets. Minute 20 to go. In his own zone, Neil Pionk. Smith keeping a close eye on him. And now as Pionk plays it ahead, we'll keep an eye on Hellebuck. And he has not yet gone to the bench. Now it goes all the way in. Vegas chips it back to the line. Hellebuck now does go to the bench. Bouncing puck comes in front. Scheifele swung and missed. Pietrangelo to it near his side, along with Nick Waugh. A minute to go in the third period. Vegas 4, Winnipeg 3. They're in Game 3. Battle for the puck is on the near side for the Jets left wing. Around the rim, Pietrangelo. Connor cuts it off. Pietrangelo again. Tries to backhand it forward. Instead, it's the Jets' right wing shot. Save! Martinez swept it away, but it went off the stick. Still in the zone. 40 seconds to go. Carlson on the far side. Now to Mesnikov. Trying to get the puck. A shot. Wide of the goal. Rebound. Swing and a miss. Carlson reaching, pokes the puck ahead, cannot clear it. 30 seconds to go. Around behind for Lowry. Hacks it along the boards to the near side. Up the wall. Kept in. A Pionk shot. Tip save. Rebound. They score! 21 seconds to go. The Jets tie it. Down 4-1 to start the third period. Niederreiter, Scheifele, and now Adam Lowry get the game even 4-4. Lowry's fourth goal of the series. It's a rebound goal from the blue ice. Puck had come around the rim, and the defenseman, Neil Pionk, let a shot go. It was redirected. The initial stop on Nemesnikov was not enough. Brossoit could not get to the loose puck. Lowry jams it home with his toes on the blue ice, and it's a 4-4 game. 21 seconds left. 6-on-5 goal for Winnipeg. Hellebuck had gotten to the bench just moments before that goal. A 3-goal comeback for the Jets. Still 21 seconds left in regulation. Here's the draw at center. Stevenson wins it against Dubois. Eichel played it backwards to McNabb. Theodore forward. Got it to Stevenson. 14 seconds. Stevenson centered. Stone trying to find the shot. Oh, it was knocked away. Eichel and now Theodore on the high side. Right wing. It comes to center. 4 seconds to go. Barron across the line with 2. And they're going to let the clock run out here. Thought that there might have been an offside play there.
A penalty.
Hold on a second. There's a penalty against the Jets. A tripping call. Oh, we can't hear anything. It's so loud. No whistles, no penalty announcements. It's so loud there's a trip. And we'll see if time is added to the clock here. Mark Stone had a couple of looks. He kicked it to himself, and then he was tripped by Dubois in front. And the puck then rattled just under Jack Eichel's stick. As Hellebuck had gone to his right, Eichel was to his left. So they're clearly going to put extra time on the clock, I would imagine, Gary. They haven't put any time up there yet. Now we got 2.5. It went from 0.5 to 2.5. Regardless of what happens here, the Knights would start overtime with a power play. Brossoit had come over toward the bench to see if he should stay there or be in the crease. 2.5 is plenty of time to win a draw and sit at the length of the ice. So you got to keep your goalie in the net. No point in risking an entire game. Stevenson on the left circle draw. Stone is in the slot. It's a stalemate and cleared out. That will do it. 60 minutes, not enough. We'll play overtime in Game 3 in Winnipeg. The Jets erase a 3-goal deficit and will play overtime for the first time in round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs between the Knights and the Jets. Niederreiter, Scheifele, and Lowry. The goals at 2:04, 14:08, and 19:38. The first one at even strength, the second one on the power play, the third one at 6-on-5. The 4 Vegas goals. Stevenson, Eichel, and Colasar, 2 of the 4 on the power play. And so, overtime coming up. Now it's a little bit different. We normally have just a brief break and then turn right to 3-on-3 overtime. Stanley Cup playoffs, entirely different story. It's just like a regular intermission. A little bit shorter, so instead of 18 minutes, it's just 16. We'll have Riley Smith join us in just a moment. That's the plan. Riley with an assist on the 3rd Vegas goal today. That was Eichel's power play marker at 10:46 of the second. To get the Knights at the time a 3-1 lead. That all-important 4th goal now looms large. Colasar from Eichel and Amadio at 17:45 of the second. The Knights had a 4-1 lead after 2. But again, Niederreiter from Dubois and Pionk, Scheifele from Pionk and Connor, and then Lowry from Pionk and Connor. How about the day for Neil Pionk? 3 assists, all in the 3rd period. Playing extra minutes today because of an injury to top pair defenseman Josh Morrissey. Pionk has had the lion's share of the extra minutes. He has played already 29 minutes and 27 seconds. That is almost 6 minutes more than anybody else. Dylan DeMello at 23:37 for the Jets. For Vegas, their top minutes, Alex Pietrangelo, 23 minutes and 24 seconds. Let's head downstairs now. Riley Smith set to join us. Riley has played just over 17 minutes today. Riley, thanks for coming by. What do you make of how this game has unfolded today?
Yeah, they capitalize on their bounces at the end. We just have to regroup and come back with a good effort in overtime. So we got an important power play.
Yeah, the power play has been dynamite today. A couple of goals. You assisted on that second one for Jack Eichel. What do you see in your power play so far in this one?
I think we're playing with a lot of poise with the puck. We're making good passes. We're not trying to go through their box too much and getting the pucks in and trying to pick up some rebounds.
They talk about poise. You've been through this a lot. You got a lot of veteran players. How does that poise come into play here?
Just got to settle down. You never know how long this overtime is going to be, so make sure you're taking care of business every time you step your foot on the ice.
Riley, thanks. It's Riley Smith from downstairs. We'll come back with Ryan Wallace and the overtime intermission report when we return. It'll be 1:58 for the Vegas power play to begin overtime. Tied 4-4 in Game 3 in Winnipeg. Series tied 1-1. The winner takes a 2-1 series lead in this best-of-7 opening round. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. It's the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
We're chatting with our guest, always safety first, 811 Megaphone Man.
Call 811 before you dig.
You never stray from your mission of letting homeowners, landscapers, and excavators know you should always call 811 before you dig.
Call 811.
Call for both small and big jobs. And 2 working days in advance?
811.
Any parting words? And I'm guessing they will be.
Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Southwest Gas.
811.
Hockey fans, are you ready for the playoffs? The time has come for the ultimate showdown on the ice, and the excitement is in the air. Don't miss a single second of the playoff action. Head to the Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook inside Virgin Hotels Las Vegas for the ultimate watch party to catch all of the high-stakes games. Plus, when you make a $25 bet, you'll get an entry for your chance to win lower-level nights playoff tickets. The Betfred at Mohegan Sun Sportsbook is the place to be. Must be 21 years of age. Wagers only accepted in Nevada.
Hey Chuck, I gotta tell you, I love the fact that I can find out exactly how much I qualify for at Dollar Loan Center, even before I need a loan.
People are always curious about how much cash they can get, and it's way better to know this before you're in a pinch. Let's say you don't quite need a loan today, but might every so often and really just want to find out how much you qualify for and how it works. We do this every day at Dollar Loan Center, and the customers really dig it.
And it's free, right?
Of course. Not only is it free to find out how much you qualify for, but new customers get their first loan free.
That was Chuck, and to celebrate 25 years in business, he's offering free loans to all new customers. No fee to apply and a week of free interest. We have over 50 locations. Apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com. Don't forget, your first loan is free in 2023 at the DLC.
Free loan means if you pay off your loan in 1 week or less, the interest is free. You are still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimum loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Silver State Schools Credit Union opened its first branch in the Las Vegas community 70 years ago. We're proud to say that for the last 70 years, we've been committed to our members and making their financial dreams a reality.
People over profit, Silver State Schools Credit Union.
Become a member today and have a financial partner for life.
By Member's Choice, this institution is not federally insured. Shares insured up to $250,000 by ASI. Full details at silverstatecu.com.
Listen up! Your share at winning over $500,000 in free fuel and products is just a tap away with the Terrible Social House app.
Yes!
With a qualifying purchase at the pump or in-store, you can shop, spin, and win directly on your phone. Win free products that you can redeem instantly in-store, or if you're feeling lucky, you could land on free fuel towards your next fill-up. Shop, spin, and win. Download and play today. Terribles. Deliberately different since 1959. Go to terribles.com for more details.
Now here's Ryan Wallace with the Intermission Report on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Welcome into the Intermission Report. The Golden Knights and Winnipeg Jets tied at 4 after regulation. That's right, overtime for the first time this postseason for the Vegas Golden Knights and the Winnipeg Jets. Taking a look at the highlights in that third period, the Jets would strike early in the period as Nino Niederreiter cut the Golden Knights' lead to 2.
Here's a right wing shot. There's a goal for the Jets. In transition, inside the right post. And now it's a 2-goal game.
Niederreiter's first of the postseason from Pierre-Luc Dubois and Neil Pionk. 2:04 of the third period made it 4-2 Vegas. The Jets would then get a look on a power play after a questionable penalty on Phil Kessel. Mark Scheifele wasted a little time pulling the Jets to within 1.
It's Scheifele deep on the left side. 30 on the power play. Pionk straight on. Left circle, Scheifele shoots and scores! Mark Scheifele, top right corner. It's a one-goal game. Scheifele's first point of the postseason. That's a big one.
Scheifele's first of the postseason from Pionk and Connor. 14:08 of the third period made it 4-3 Vegas, a power play goal. And with the goalie pulled, Adam Lowry tied the game with just 21 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. Around behind for Lowry. Hacks it along the boards to the near side. Up the wall. Kept in. A Pionk shot. Tip save. Rebound. They score! 21 seconds to go. The Jets tie it.
Fourth goal of the postseason for Adam Lowry. The assist to Vladislav Nemesnikov and Neil Pionk. 19:38 of the third period ties the game at 4, and that's where we stand after regulation. We're back with more on the Intermission Report presented by Dollar Loan Center. This is the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the rewards program that loves it when you date night, bet the perfect parlay, lounge poolside, oh, shiatsu, bottle service. Yeah, hit me. Shop till you drop. And then some. Earn and redeem on countless amazing experiences at MGM Resorts. This is MGM Rewards. Why be a guest when you can be a member? Visit MGMRewards.com for more. Earning and redemption limitations may apply to certain purchases in certain states.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct. Let in the sun rays, less of the heat stays. Universal Windows Direct. Windows, they've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct.
That license 77650.
You know, a lot of lawyers who advertise here don't even live here. If they say Nevada, they're not from around here. If they think our capital is Las Vegas, they're not from around here. I'm Richard Harris, and I am from Nevada. I grew up here. I went to school here. I raised my family here. No one knows Nevada like we do. If you've been injured, call me, Richard Harris, of the Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444, just in case.
The playoffs are here, and Golden Knights fans can discover why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every playoff game mean more than ever. Go for the goal with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager. Nevada only. Please gamble responsibly. For help, please call 1-800-522-4700. MGMResorts.com/GameSense.
I'm a talking gopher, here to encourage you to buy insurance. Because you should always listen to the advice of spokes animals. After all, who knows more about protecting your home and car than an articulate gopher like me? So let's get down to it.
This spokes animal has been interrupted by AAA Insurance. With affordable auto and home insurance, plus America's most recommended roadside, AAA doesn't need talking gophers because we offer coverage confidence. Visit AAA.com for details and choose coverage confidence. AAA, outsmart life.
Now, here's Ryan Wallace with the Intermission Report on the Golden Knights Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Intermission Report. The Golden Knights and Winnipeg Jets tied at 4 after regulation. Overtime upcoming for Vegas and Winnipeg. Game number 3, Stanley Cup playoffs, first round. Shots in that third period. 17-11 in favor of the Jets. Hits 60-33 in favor of Winnipeg. The Golden Knights 2 for 4 on the power play. The Jets 1 for 4 on the power play. Vegas with 7 giveaways, 8 takeaways, 16 block shots. Winnipeg 9 giveaways, 4 takeaways, 17 block shots. So, the Golden Knights, I know that Niederreiter scores early on, but I thought the Golden Knights, by and large, were did a pretty good job defending for the most part. Then the Jets get bailed out with a questionable call. Phil Kessel called for holding the stick. You look at the replay. Phil Kessel didn't touch anyone's stick. It's a ridiculous call. It has no... It really turned the game, right? So Mark Scheifele scores on that power play opportunity, and then you get a 6-on-5 goal for the Jets, and now the Golden Knights have to find a way to regroup, refocus, re-energize, and go out and win a game in overtime. It'll be interesting to see how both teams approach this, but if I'm the Golden Knights, you get to start this overtime period with a power play. You've gone 2 for 4 so far on the power play. You got to find a way to make it 3, 4, 5. Overtime is next. Dan Duva, Gary Lawless, they've got the call. Presented by Dollar Loan Center. It's the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network.
At Smith's, you can find the highest quality products at a great price in every aisle, every day with Kroger brand. So you can stock up on your household favorites that are tried, tested, and loved by you. Because when you get the products you love at great prices, it feels like winning. Shop now, in-store, or online. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Hey, Golden Knights fans! Luck is overflowing at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, Southern California's home of huge prizes and jackpots. Stay at our 4-star resort and experience world-class gaming, dining, and entertainment like never before. This March, don't miss your chance to win a 2023 Maserati Levante GT or up to $100,000 every Thursday. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
T-Mobile keeps you connected to your Vegas Golden Knights. Whether you're cheering for your favorite player at the Fortress or watching highlights in the air with in-flight Wi-Fi on us, get coverage beyond the expected. T-Mobile keeps you connected to the hat tricks, dirty dangles, and barn burners this season. Switch to T-Mobile now and stay connected to the Knights all season long. Go, Knights, go!
Coverage not available in some areas. Select U.S. airline in-flight Wi-Fi and international roaming are available, included in qualifying plans. See T-Mobile.com/travel.
Hi, I'm David Wise, 3-time Olympic medalist and proud Nevadan. I'm a registered donor. Did you know that more than 100,000 people in America are waiting on a life-saving transplant? I support Nevada Donor Network's efforts to raise awareness on organ, eye, and tissue donation. One heroic donor can save and heal up to 75 lives. Everyone has the power to be someone's hero. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
Hi, I'm attorney Adam Kuttner. I grew up playing hockey. To win in hockey, you have to be aggressive, you have to work hard, and you have to have a great team. And it's no different when I'm representing my clients in their personal injury cases. My team and I work hard to get you the maximum settlement as quickly as possible, because winning is everything.
If you've been injured in an accident, ask attorney Adam Kuttner, 702-382-0000. That's 382-0000.
Stay up to date with the latest from the NHL and the Vegas Golden Knights here on Fox Sports Las Vegas, 98.9 FM and 1340 AM KKGK Las Vegas.
Back to Winnipeg for more Stanley Cup playoff action with Dan Duva and Gary Lawless.
Just about ready to start overtime in Game 3. Series tied 1-1. Game is tied 4-4. Knights had a 2-0 lead. The Jets got it to 2-1. Knights made it 4-1, but the Jets got 3 in a row in the third to force OT. Niederreiter, Scheifele, and Lowry. An even strength goal, a power play goal, and a 6-on-5 goal. And Gary, the Knights will start overtime with a power play.
Clean sheet ice. A minute 58. And the power play's been good so far today.
Only one time in Knights playoff history have they scored 3 power play goals in a single game. It'd love to happen a second time right here. They'll go right to left wearing white. Jets in blue, dark blue, white numbers. Hellebuck to our left, Brossoit to our right. And Stevenson stick breaks on the opening faceoff, which the Jets win and dump in. DeMello and Dillon on defense. Lowry and Appleton are up front. Vegas right to left with the puck. Up to the line comes Stone. Pressured, and he is stripped. Dumped back down by Dillon after Appleton applied neutral zone pressure. Only 2 seconds would come off the clock at the end of the third period with regard to the penalty clock. Stevenson skates in. A couple of points in this one. Stevenson skated it down behind. Taken away, but failing to clear. Pietrangelo keeps it alive for Eichel. Side of the net, Stone charging, and he flips it across. It's knocked out of the air, off the glove. Lowry clears the zone. Stone trying to attack at the left post, but Hellebuck gave no opening. Minute 5 on the power play. Pietrangelo ahead, twisting it backwards. Eichel carries ahead, up to the blue, dumps it in, hard around the rim. Marchessault, the player on the left, he gets the puck, he sends it in front. It deflects across to the corner. Y gets to it, hacks it behind. Eichel is there. Left circle, low to high Theodore. Back to Eichel, top of the left circle. 2 power play goals today for Jack Eichel. Righty at the left side. Weaving. Passing down low. Marchessault tried to poke it in front. Rattles away. And now it's sent out to the line and out of the zone. Theodore hustles back. Jets will get a couple of players off. Theodore racing up the middle of the ice. Into the zone. Theodore down the middle. Sandwiched and tackled. Jets get the puck. Appleton rips it all the way down. Just now, Theodore up and skating toward his bench. 15 seconds on the power play. In comes Kessel. He shoots. Deflected high. Out of play. 11 seconds on the man advantage for the Knights.
Kessel roared in and took that shot. Got tipped. Phil was given that penalty late in the third. It resulted in the third goal for the Jets. They scored on the power play with Phil in the box.
Fourth power play of the game for the Knights. 2 for their first 3. Jets finished 1 for 4 in regulation. Knights win the draw. To the right, a one-time shot over the net from Alec Martinez, who knows a thing or two about overtime goals in the playoffs. Pietrangelo. Martinez shoots. Blocked. Penalty time is over. Martinez behind for Smith. Riley centered. It was blocked. Stone reels it in from the trapezoid. Floats it left side. Hopped over Smith's stick. Keeps it alive for Stone. Left corner. Now to the left circle, Stevenson, behind for Stone. Mark looks to the top of the right side, it's Martinez. The lefty skates left, he shoots, it's blocked. Jets get control, they clear it, Martinez cuts it off. And now it's Dubois finding the puck. Dubois lost it, Stevenson pries it free. And he'll skate behind his own goal. After the pressure valve release, the crowd takes a moment to offer applause to the Killers. Knights dump it in, and an icing whistle. 2.5 minutes into overtime and a 4-4 tie.
Rick Bowness walking up and down his bench. Patting backs and shoulders, and he's got a tired blue line. That's the issue for him right now. Vegas needs to get the puck and work from underneath Hellebuck.
Pionk's already playing 30.5 minutes. Knights win the draw. Stevenson and around behind. Stevenson now at center from the blue line, dumps it in. Hellebuck stops it behind his net. Jets transition out left to right. They got 3 goals in the third period to tie this game up. At the Vegas line, Theodore reached in to slow the injury. Jets forced to dump it in. Vegas on the breakout from right to left. Here's Michael Amadio. Forward pass. Misses the target. It is an icing. You saw Marchessault coming ahead. Eichel pointing and saying, that should not have been icing. And referee says, no, it is. Trevor Hansen having that conversation with Jack.
Unforced error. All these little things matter right now.
Last overtime playoff goal for the Knights. Nicholas Waugh. There are 4 other players on the Vegas roster who have overtime playoff goals. From the faceoff, the shot whistles wide of Brossois' net. Planks out to the right point, kept in by DeMello. Right back up the wall, here's Mike Amadio. Needles it through. Eichel racing after it. First man to it, Sandberg. Eichel tips it loose. Marchessault, low to high pass. High on the right side, Theodore to the middle. Flips it towards the net, it deflected. Sails into the net. Offensive zone draw coming for the Knights in the left circle.
Now, Golden Knights fans will they'll feel sick to their stomachs right now. Just a pit of anxiety after, thinking you had it all locked up and we're going to take a 2-1 series lead. The good thing for Golden Knights fans, the players don't have that. They may have had it. It's gone now. They're playing hockey.
Poise was the word that Riley Smith used to describe the situation in a walk-off interview at the end of the third. Here's Nick Hague getting a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Smith follows it up, but the Jets pull it free. Lowry ahead to Bell. Lofts it in. Bouncing in. Hague coming back. Chased by Appleton. Hague starts it forward. Tipped around Lowry by Smith. Helped further by Kessel. Free puck into the slot. Beyond Smith's reach. He and Barron race after it. Smith tried to poke it to a teammate, but the Jets get it instead. Lowry on the breakout to Appleton. The right side. Looking back to the left. Airborne pass off the left wall. Lowry to it. Hip check from Whitecloud to create a loose puck for Carlson. Whitecloud again. Whitecloud in front of the benches. Forward to Barbashev. At the line. Onside play with Carlson. Comes loose there. Schmidt settles for the Jets. Up the right wing. Pass to Kyle Connor. Breaks right circle. Lefty goes toward the slot. Kyle straight on. Fires. Blocked. Picked up by the Knights. And out they go. Up the middle they come. Martinez with Kolasar. His shot blocked. Martinez. Oh, Kolasar poked it towards the goal. Hellebuck got his pad down. He was ready for that loose puck. Kolasar with a fight and a goal today. Now loose puck at center for Kolasar. Enters on the left. Oh, he's hit hard. The linesman got the worst of it. DeMello landed the hit on Kolasar. Kolasar went into the linesman, who went into the near side wall. For the opening 5 minutes of overtime. Jets with the puck. They lose it at center. Vegas coming in. Stevenson on the right side. Lefty goes toward the right corner. He breaks there. Stevenson whips it in front. Stone was slashed, but no call is made. Wheeler defending Stone in front of the net. Now to Mesnikov behind his goal. Rims it up the far boards. It trickles to center just barely. Stone backs it up. Stone ahead to Stevenson. Tries to work down the far board. Schmidt gets in the way. Puck goes behind the net. Jets clear it out on the near side. Wheeler sets up Scheifele. 2-on-2. Scheifele goes wide right from the dot. Stripped away by Stone. Stone with the puck on the near side. Scheifele trying to reach in. No call. Stone gets the puck at the red. He dumps it in. Wholesale change for the Knights. Jets going back the other way. Left to right they go here in overtime. Brendan Dillon feeds left. Now a deflected puck in front. Picked off by Marchessault. His pocket got picked. Straight on shot. Deflected high and wide. Into the netting.
Every shot on net for the Jets. The crowd oohing and awing, and they're on their feet, waving their towels now. What an atmosphere. Golden Knights used all 4 lines in the third period, and they kept rolling them. So while Bonus had to redline his top 6 to get back into it, Bruce Cassidy went the other way and used all his players. No one's tired right now, though.
Jets get an offensive zone face-up. Dubois. Puck out high for the defense. DeMello